Hey guys, I'm learning TFT and I'm sharing my learnings with you so that you can learn and I can learn better as well. In this episode of Learning Lab, I have Marcel P joining me to do a deep dive into the decision-making process of a top challenger lobby, including players like Wasian, Philip, Wigwug, and more. We're going to jump straight into the video. I hope you enjoy it. All right, so we'll start with Wasian and then just go down from 2-1 again.
Yeah, what's the portal?
Portal is Golden Gala,
Okay.
and his exo is Pulse Chassis Hyperfang. So
Oh, this is
Bis,
Bis. Almost
Zeri.
Bis, right? Yeah, nearly Bis. He has LeBlanc, Galio with a strong opener as well. Yeah, I feel like these holds all make sense to me. Okay.
All right, so
Yep.
Tierbo Vest,
Yeah.
good Cypher opener, good Tempo Dynamo. Gold. Cypher into Amp or Tempo Dynamo.
And his his first two were, was it Chassis Hyper or Pulse Hyper? Oh, Pulse Chassis. Okay, I was thinking like there's maybe some Vex line here, but probably not. Probably not.
Do you
Pulse
ever
Chassis.
play Vex now? Like Vex feels so bad.
Not really. Not really. Not really. What would you take here?
I would roll right, and then I mean, we've talked about how Dynamo Emblem isn't really good on Dynamo line, so roll right, roll middle, consider left. Although we could also go more reroll, but I would lean towards Patient Study, Cypher into Amp.
Yeah, I think so. Like if you found like a Morg 2 and then at least next shop, Patient Study mixed streak isn't even that bad. You can even win streak off of Morg 2 and at least. So I think out of these I would value left most as well. Just because Dynamo, I feel like it's only good in Vex. And if you don't really want to play Vex.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens. Cluttered and Shimmered.
Oh, out of these, what would you take here?
We just talked the other day about how cluttered with Cypher's not good, right? Because someone could really grief you, so still patient, probably. I guess all that shimmers, we could slam like Vow here and generate a ton of gold.
So the one big difference here is that our Cypher 2 out of 3 is LeBlanc and
yeah.
Alex, right? So getting 4-1 costs here is potentially
That's
really
true.
good.
Do you ever scout them to see if anyone could likely grief you?
Yeah. I was about to say, I think my willingness to take cluttered here depends on how likely others are to open. If someone is really likely to open, then this cluttered into getting a Vi doesn't even do that much for you, because you get 3 Cypher and you just get opened on. But
so both of these guys have 2 out of 3 Cypher.
Yeah. So I think given that, assuming, I don't know if Wasian has all the time in the world to see this, but given that, I would likely lean Patient Study. The one thing is rolling Patient Study allows you to get Calc Loss. You get one more roll here, right? Which is probably better than Patient Study, which is definitely better than Patient Study. But yeah.
What did we say last time? There were like 20 some gold augments that you could see on 2-1. So like, given that we already saw what 3, 4, 5, it'd be like 1 out of 20. So a little less than 1 out of 20, something along that ballpark. So the odds of getting calculated loss is like not even that bad.
Specifically Calc Loss, yeah, it's not awful. I'm trying to think if there are other augments that are also good in this spot, that are better than Cluttered Mind, or that are better than Patient Study. Oh, you know what would be better here for sure is what is it called? The Dynamo one that gives you Aurora. That one's better because it gives you instant Morgana too. That one's better. Memory Bank.
Oh, Memory Bank, yeah.
Memory Bank is easy because you just jam Shiv, you jam Void Staff, you play around Mixed Streak, Morgana, Jin. I'm pretty sure that's better because like Patient Study here, you don't find Cypher. Other people find Cypher. The EV is not that great, but I think Memory Bank EV here is very good because it gives you instant Morgana too. Right?
Yeah. Any other augments that you would want besides that? Worth the
Calc
wait.
Loss. There's like a tiny chance you can argue Portable Forge is better. Like if you hit, I don't know, like if you hit the Morgana artifact, it's really good. I don't know if that's true though. Worth
Okay.
the wait. I don't think in this spot it's as good.
Yeah, you'd rather have
It's
Cypher.
okay. It's okay, but I think patient study is better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
all that being said, I think it would, because everyone is open or two people are open. I think I would take patient here. I think.
I forget patient study if
Bug.
both players full open and you
You
tie, you
still
still
get
get the 3
I think-
XP. Okay.
Yeah, I know for sure that happened with Cal Claws. I'm pretty sure it also happened. Yeah, I think it happened to me once, and I think I remember you still get the 3.
Okay.
You just lose your streak.
All right, let's see what he does.
There's also all that shimmers into you do all that shimmers into. He goes cluttered. Okay,
Oh, he missed.
missed the Vi. So we
just make 10. Oh wait, no, we need to fill our
can't.
bench.
You just play Galio.
Yeah. Okay. So
Play Galio.
prediction.
Oh yeah. So the template says we predict. Let's see what we're predicting here. So we do. This is Wasian, LP, whatever. I'll ignore that. Augment to 1, cluttered mind. Direction predictions. Oh, this one's kind of hard.
Like it could
cluttered
be
mind.
Dynamo, Tempo. It could be Amp, Cypher into Amp. It could still be Zeri.
I'm gonna guess. That's true. It could still be Zeri. This is impossible. Oh, this is so hard. The Tempo Dynamo question mark. Yeah, it's gonna be Tempo Dynamo / Zeri / Amp. So basically 3 completely different comms. Not the strongest prediction, but it's kind of hard to predict here. Fight predictions. Now we're predicting fight predictions.
That was more so like
Okay.
number of wins and losses.
Yeah. Do you want to go first? And I'll for the next person we can alternate who goes first.
Yeah.
What
I
is
mean,
your
ideally
prediction?
this is 0 and 5. I feel like so. Do we even? Well, I guess it's not ideal because we could tempo into. Okay, so I guess we just play. This could be 0 and 5, or it could be like 3 and 2. I feel like.
Predicting based on the lobby, right? And we saw 2 people with 3 site.
Okay,
Three.
let's look at. Well, given that he selected so early, he could scout the lobby and try to figure out, right? So like, should we look at the rest of the lobby?
Yeah, we saw. Didn't we see 2 people with 2 out of 3? We did, right?
Yeah. If they picked
And
the
they were
augments,
pretty
we'd
low.
have more info.
Oh, true. This guy.
But he's not gonna
he's
sack.
yeah.
Base
This guy
sector
is
Was it
probably.
Kog'Maw? This is
Um,
Kog'Maw, right?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think that's guaranteed by any means. You could trade sector is not really a reroll augment necessarily. You can play this into anything, and so I think that's actually a big misnomer. I remember a Rain game from last set that she played extremely well. There was a trade sector into a tempo fast 9 comp, I think, or like she stabilized on 8 and then went 9 on like played around 5 costs. And here, I think a large value in the trade sector is actually rolling for Cypher. You can roll for Cypher on 2-5 is what I would do here. And I assume that's why Deepay took it. Because you have 2 out of 3. You just play a board. If you don't hit Cypher on... Ideally, you lose. You don't... And then you take Cypher off Carousel. If you don't find Cypher on Carousel, you use all your rolls, your free rolls on 2-5 to find Cypher. Assuming you're still on lost streak. And that's why I would consider trade sector as pretty good here.
Okay.
That being said, I don't think that Hog is bad here either. Because he has the Vi pair and Cog pair.
So, all right. Given this information, going back to Wasian,
Yeah.
Deepay is the main one that would want to potentially open if he hits the Cypher, and even if he doesn't hit, if his game plan is to not go Cog and to go Cypher, then he will want to lose.
Yeah.
So he could get griefed on that front. But I think he still ideally wants to go lose streak or to try to win. If he hits the Morg 2, then he could probably just slam Void
Void.
Staff and try to win.
Yeah. So what's your ultimate prediction?
I feel like it's either like something like 4-1 or 0-5.
4-1 or 0-5. Oh, okay.
Like maybe
I would guess around 3-win. I would think 3-win, 2-loss-ish in that range. Because he doesn't have the Morg 2 yet. The moment he hits Morg 2, he'll be mixed streaking. Before then, he's probably going to lose.
Okay.
That'd be my guess based on the lobby, but yeah.
Yeah.
And people are saying Dynamo Varus is pretty good. It is good on Varus, but I think that line in general is not very good. And then if he doesn't get dropped at least by stage 3 Carousel, is there any chance he plays Dynamo? Oh, I think I would keep the angle open until around stage 3. Yeah, by stage 3, yes, I agree with that, K-Jump. If you don't have at least by stage 3 Carousel, then the mixed streak Dynamo line starts to feel very mid. You kind of want it earlier such that you save a lot of HP, for sure. But if you do hit the Morg too early and the Dynamo like a Jhin, you can like win streak some of early game, and then it gives you some time to find the Elise.
Okay. Shall we move on to the next player?
Yep.
Oh wait, let me jump back. Hopefully this doesn't crash. Okay.
Nice. Wigwug. Is he in chat? Oh. You know, this guy's licking his chops. With his Graves pair.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have any Graves items, though.
Okay, so he would like Pandora's. Let's look at his EXO.
I don't know if I would take Pandora's here just to play Graves, but...
Alright, not left.
Yeah.
Probably not. None of these.
It's none of these. It's not. You roll everything. You literally just roll everything insta.
Your mind. Still roll middle. Okay. So.
This is kind of. What would you take here?
Not clear mind. Because we said we could go Zeri, right?
Yeah, it's kind of mid though.
Yeah, not clear mind. I'd probably pick one of these, Pilfer or Mentorship. Can we we can't slam items, so it's like not guaranteed that we're gonna kill units. But we also get no value from Mentorship. Can we kill? How many people are sacking? I don't know. I feel like Mentorship's more guaranteed value later. And we're not going to be strong anyway. And this Pilfer, like, we could just get 0 value from.
Yeah,
so I just go Mentorship.
I'm also not a fan of Mentorship 2-1. I feel like Mentorship 2-1 is when you have really strong direction to play a line, such that you don't mind being poor. I feel like taking combat on 2-1 is okay when you feel like your spot is so good for a given line that you're down to play it poor. And here, I don't think our spot is so good to play any line that we currently have. Does that make sense? I feel like Mentorship is declaring that I can play into a good line with little gold. And I don't think you can make that claim here. Because not that rich, nor do you even have good item direction for anything. And so here I actually would just clear mine and just full open. That's how I play these spots like these. When my items are even though there's a Graves pair and a Kindred pair and a Silas pair, I don't know if this is like the optimal way to play, but the way I play spots like these is my direction is so bad. And these two augments don't fit anything I currently want to play. I'm just amp in this spot with the tier and the clear mind. And I give up on the whole board basically.
Are you scouting first? Because like if we scout, I guess we didn't see Wasian's spot yet, but if we scout and see who else could contest amp, like this could BCLF could contest amp, Ipe could contest amp, Wasian could contest amp, and they
Yeah,
all
but
have
if you
cipher
just wait,
spots.
I basically just wait, right? I take my augments very late. And if you wait, you already, I know, at least based on how we saw the lobby after waiting for a bit, none of them are open. The only open, there's actually not a single open player.
Yeah.
It's just DPay maybe. And even then, Clear Mind is better than what he has 2 out of 3 cipher, right? So he's baited into holding the 2, and you can tell your whole board.
Okay, so this is like the Setsuko spot you were talking about, where you just clear mine, open sell everything, and grief all the cipher players and get a better angle towards amp than everyone else.
Yeah. That's what I would do here, mostly because I don't like the 2 augments. Set 2 and 3. Yeah, Pilfer is terrible and Titan's Grave is also terrible. Yeah, exactly. That's why I feel like I'm just not down to play these 2 and 3.
Okay.
I'd rather just not play the game stage 2 than play the game into some weird direction.
Let's see what he does.
I wonder how he plays this. I think he's top 10 NA now, so we should give this guy credit based on whatever line he takes. You should consider it.
I mean, he originated this line, right? So if he can,
Let's see. I mean, if he's down to show us this Graves game with a mentorship 2-1, I'm down to see it.
all right. So he's not gonna level here. All right. I guess we can see if he slams before we make our prediction.
Oh, okay. If you are going to play Graves, I think this is how you should play it. But see what I mean? Now I feel like Clearmind is just better. Now you just gave DP the freest game in the world.
Yeah. Okay, so he's... I mean, I guess he's not really fully committed to Graves yet. Graves.
Yeah. If you are gonna play Graves, this is how you play it for sure. You sell everything except the Graves. I just don't like it from these items, but okay. Wigwug. 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 He took mentorship. It's Wigwug. He's always committed to Graves. Is he actually that much of a one trick? I haven't looked at his profile in a while. Is he actually that hard committed? Okay. Direction prediction. Graves from weird items. I mean, he's holding just Graves. What else are we predicting here, right? Fight predictions. The way he's played it. The thing is, we saw his 2-1 matchup, which he wins. So my guess is I have to guess first this time. I'm probably guessing.
Or just write it down without telling me, and I'll write it down without telling.
That's fair. It doesn't allow us to discuss it though, and there's something usefulness out of discussing as well.
Yeah, we can discuss it after and compare.
Oh, after committing to.
Okay, I got.
Yeah, I'm guessing because there's a chance he hits his Graves too, and Graves is such a monster of a unit that if anyone is playing a fairly open board, you can win. So I would say it's either a 1-win or a 2-win, and I'm just gonna write 2-win.
I wrote 1-win. Depends on if he hits Graves 2, but even if he hits Graves 2, it's not like he has great items for Graves 2.
Oh, I think Graves is such a beast that this guy with 0 items can beat some boards with 1 item.
Okay.
Radiance don't fit over Warmogs on Mundo. I think that has to be wrong. I have to look at that after the fact. Okay, next person.
Wait, we didn't predict final placement for Wasian and...
Oh, wait, where is that? Oh, it's at the end.
S column, yeah. There's a lot of columns.
Okay. Final prediction on 2-1 for Wasian. Because it's Wasian first.
First or 8th. Or not 8th. First or like 6th.
No. Oh, really? Oh, I don't think Wasian's spot is... Wait, you seem to be...
Okay, I guess he's not that committed to Cypher. Okay,
I feel like with Poppy pair and Morgana pair, I actually think his spot is more likely to win rounds than lose rounds. And I'm more likely to want to lean into winning than losing, I think. With the exception being that I find Cypher. Because he has an item slam, right? He has Void. On Morgana too.
Okay, I'm going to say first if Angle, Cypher, Amp. And then like third if like Tempo, Dynamo.
Yeah, my guess is around third because I feel like it's hard to truly open. Like someone can easily just fuck up your like DP is already gonna guaranteed fuck up his cipher. Right? There's actually no now that you know DP spot. It's actually impossible that Wasian gets a good cipher game because he must play a full bench, and DP will always out
Oh
open.
yeah, right.
So I think the likelihood he goes first through a cipher angle is not as high.
Okay, then I'll say second. We gotta give him the Wasian bump.
All right, I'm saying third because I think he's likely to play some line hinging around Morgana too, but we'll see.
Okay, and then Wigwug, I'll say like sixth.
Wigwug Graves from weird items, but early Graves to mentorship 2-1. Who's in this lobby? Again, let me see. VCLF, Ripple, Deepay, Philip. Yeah, I'm going seventh. Sorry, Wigwug, if you're here.
Yeah, like
I don't like
the case that he goes higher is he hits Graves 2 and gets like perfect item drops on neutrals. Otherwise, he's fucked.
Yeah, I think it's seventh.
Okay. Next player.
Check stats or first question. Which question is this? Is this the Gorilla, the Moon? Oh, you're just talking to the chatter. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Down for next player.
Replay. EXO is Hollowbow, Chassis, Hyperfangs.
Okay. Pretty bad.
Board is
Board is
Elise.
Elise Morgana pair. Okay, and a Rod Cloak.
No frontline.
He has Viper.
Oh yeah.
Roll middle, right? For sure.
Yeah. He hits Vi 2 and takes Thorn Plated, then he could go JG.
Yeah, I'm just. It's close. I don't know if it's close. I feel like I really like Thorn Plated when I can guarantee 2 items on the unit, or if you know the lobby's weak for sure. But I'm a little cautious with this Thorn Plated because you're putting it on. Right now, you're putting it on Mundo for Bruiser, right? Oh, Mundo 1. Like the strongest thing now is you level, you play Mundo and Alistar. You Bramble the Mundo probably or Alistar, and then you JG your Elise. It's not. It's strong, but like you can lose to some boards. I think.
We do
I don't
know
know
that
about
the lobby is like half the lobby is going Cypher.
It's actually quite weak. Yeah, so probably you can win with that.
So this is also a Setsuko situation that you were describing.
Yeah, exactly. If you predict fast enough that the lobby is weak, then Thorn Plated becomes higher priority, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
as
I'm down
far
to
as
middle
like
here.
direction here, this seems like a tempo dynamo angle, or I guess it could go into Vanguard Marksman.
I think it's quite likely to go into tempo dynamo because you just want to play around this Elise. Right? This Elise is like you got handed almost like a 4-cost to start the game.
And if that's the case, then Thornplate Armor seems to lean into that. I guess Epic lets you roll to find a Orb 2.
The pairs. Yeah, I don't think Epic is that bad here. I'm not sure actually. How does that mean? What is the portal? I already forgot the portal. What is it?
Golden Gal.
Golden Gal.
Definitely roll middle, and then but
Let's
between left and right.
I think I'm leaning left, but I can see an argument for both. I'm leaning left because of the lobby state.
Yeah. I agree with that. Okay, replication. Starry Night. Not Starry Night. Replication, what would be the best tier?
Yeah, probably Tier's best, I think. Belt's also pretty good. You just make it Warmogs and then...
If you get Bow, then you could just switch to Vanguard Marksman, although it's not good with this setup here.
I feel like I'm just not really that interested in Vanguard Marksman from this opener. Just because you only have 2... I guess you have Vi pair, but I'm just interested in really playing around the Elise in this spot. And so I think Rod is good here. You can make Death Cap, JG. I feel like I can see arguments for 1 and 2 here.
Yeah. Like after you get all the components, this would let you have 3 full items after stage 2 carousel, whereas this one gives you 2 full items.
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit. Your internet connection or something is a little unstable.
I was saying that after stage 2, like thorn plated arm, is this better, by the way?
Yeah, I think with thorn plated, you would still have 3 items, but they likely wouldn't be stacked on 1 unit, but you would have 3 full items.
Oh, right.
Post carousel. This would give you 3 full items now potentially, but it's very unlikely that you ever stack these anyway, right? The only way they stack is I think you would have to do adaptive blue buff JG, and they're all in a backline. Or you could do chain and you do bramble steadfast spark, but I don't think you're ever wanting to make any of those.
Yeah, I don't know how to value the difference between these two. I guess another way of framing it, like we've talked about before, is if we view they're roughly the same, or even that thorn plate is slightly better, if we roll this, what is significantly better? So the memory bank?
Yeah, I think memory bank's way better. What else is better here? Is 2-trick ever better? You get instant board and you guarantee your streak with your Elise. I don't know if that's better.
I feel like I'd prefer thorn plated.
It might be better. I don't think so though.
Yeah, if we're trying to streak, like thorn plated and replication are probably amongst the best, right? It's just items.
Yeah, I think the replication can lead to a 4 streak, whereas thorn plated is more likely in a 5 streak. Because you face the strong player on 2-1, you will lose. You can lose with thorn plated, I think.
Unless you hit
you can lose with replication.
Yeah,
but you are unlikely to lose with thorn plated on 2-1 if you are willing to slam JG.
This one gives you maybe longer term strength. This one gives you more shorter term strength.
Yeah. I don't know what I take here. This is hard. I feel like
I would take replication.
I would waffle and then not be unsure with my decision, and I'd probably take replication as well. I think I would roll and take replication, but I don't know if that's correct. Thorn plated seems a little more safe and like it guarantees your stage 2.
Oh, I guess we also haven't like really paid attention to how much of the lobby is gonna lean AD versus AP.
That's definitely a big consideration. It actually looks like the lobby is quite AP heavy.
A lot of tiers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So definitely
less value long term.
Replication.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. It's level 4 Mundo. Yeah. And you buy Alistar next.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Predictions.
Predict.
Uh, 2-1. Thorn.
Basically tempo dynamo. I guess it could transition. Like this is like 90% tempo dynamo.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's just I feel like it's just tempo dynamo. You predict 5 win here, and then that's it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we predict placements. The 4th. Someone did say that he didn't. I'm gonna pretend as if the person that said replay had a bad game here was referring to another game, and just pretend like I didn't hear that. So I don't think I can predict anything other than top 4 here, because I feel like I would expect based on the lobby state, I would expect him to 5 win.
Yeah. Slam JG, and then with Cloak, you can make Spark or Stoneplate. Like, your odds of getting...
Oh, cool. He says it might have been different. Or he's just saying that to be nice and help us not bias or... either way, sure, it's a different game. Oh, yeah, okay. He thought it was a different game. Everyone is saying it's a different game. Okay, cool. So it's definitely a different game.
Okay.
And this is from... What day is this from?
This is from... yesterday or today? I'm actually
okay.
Okay, next player.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
Kyoko
Kyoko?
Hori. Kyoko Hori.
Okay,
Okay.
EXO is Cyber Coil,
Pretty
Pulse,
chill.
Holobow.
Cyber and Holobow together has to be like the worst combo. Do you slam Spark or JG early, or is it just a better item overall? I think you slam whatever is more likely to make you win. And I think I really don't value Spark highly in general. So I try to avoid making Spark. Because it dies, you lose your shred. So it would be stronger early for sure, though, to stack your items. But I think I would just try to lean JG for release. Let's see here. So he has the Cog to Silas pair, Alistar pair.
Roll left.
Yeah.
His
Yeah, I
best
don't like his one
slam
for
right
all
now is
spot.
Sunfire, which was not good. Like none of these seem good.
I think
Well,
spoils.
one for all could be Kog'Maw reroll.
Now, I was saying that all his one for all spots are so bad because his items are too shit.
Yeah.
The items are. I'm just not willing to one for all with
So
these items.
you keep middle over right.
I also think Spoils of War 2 is almost untakeable. So I think his augment is just really bad. But
Oh, okay.
so I think I would keep it over both, but I'm just gonna throw it away as well anyway. I don't like any of these.
Yeah. So you would keep spoils over one for all.
Yeah, I think so. One for all here, like yeah, Mundo is trash as well from this spot, so I prefer more items. Yeah, I would roll right here.
I feel like I would keep right. But I'm not sure.
To play into what?
Yeah, I mean either of the lines, Mundo or Hog, but I agree, like the items are no good.
Oh, I think those lines. I feel like if someone were to take one for all here with this exact spot into playing Cog or Mundo, I would guess straight up eighth. Like instantly, I would guess eighth.
Okay, yeah, I can buy that.
Because like, what are the odds you drop Rage Blade Kraken at this point? You literally have 0 components for it.
Okay. I mean, prep is basically along the same lines.
Yeah, so I would just throw away right and pray
Yeah.
for something takeable. So I think none of these are takeable.
And then between these two,
I think
orbs.
Healing Orbs is the most likely to streak you, so you at least get a streak out of your augment.
And given that the lobby's weak, like it's not horrible. I mean, it's pretty horrible, but
Yeah, I do think that Healing Orbs is... Oh, now he just plays Mundo. Like, now that he has a Alistar 2, he has 4 of his 5 units are
yeah.
Mundo units. I still don't think his spot's amazing, but it's not awful.
All right, so Bruiser Chucky, we could slam
One for all.
slam Anima Visage.
Gorilla. I'm not slamming anything here if I'm playing Gorilla.
Oh, you just want greed for like Shojin, Warmog, Stoneplate.
I think Sunfire is so bad, but I think Sunfire isn't Sunfire like god awful in this line.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Just want
then
traditional tank items.
And then Visage kills your thing, kills your tier. The only active sound item I think is Vow. But okay, Vow is not the worst. But I feel like it's just you have such good components. Like I don't really care that much about my streak early game, I think.
Isn't
this
Vow
comp.
like not really that good on this line? I thought.
Wait, really? Why not? I would think it's fine. I would think as third Mundo item, it's fine. I wouldn't think it's awful. I wouldn't think it's amazing. But let me take a look. I would think it's fine. You would think it's like positive delta?
I would think it's like significantly worse than like the other traditional tank items. Maybe not positive, but like neutral. Oh, it is positive delta.
Chain. Let me see. It's about as it's the same stats as Steadfast, right? Which you would consider as a good as like a. So as far as vest chain items go, it's second best, right? It's Bramble is best, Steadfast is worse, Gargoyle is worse, Crown Guard is infinitely worse, right? So it's already like, I think it's a good tank item, right?
Okay.
As far as chain vest goes.
Yeah.
The only better chain vest item is Bramble. So I don't know if we're able to really greed for. I mean, I don't know if I'd slam it here, but my point is that if you're saying it's better than most traditional tank items, you're only going to think of what are the other better items then? It's just Spirit Visage, Warmogs. That's
Bramble.
it. Spirit Visage, Warmogs, and Bramble are the only items better than it, I think.
Yeah.
It's literally fourth best in the stats amongst tank items. So I think that probably means you think the power budget of Vow is too much in the mana.
Yes.
Because the reality is Vow power budget in a large way is in the actual just what it gives you. It gives you a lot of tankiness. It gives you a fat ass shield and a lot of armor resistance.
The thing is that armor magic resistance occurs at 40% health. So it's like worth kind of like less than half of the true armor magic resistance.
Oh, but then you gain
Unless it
25%
heals.
max health shield. It also gives you a
okay.
shield.
Okay.
So like it's not really like you only lose this armor and MR for 15% of your max HP.
Right.
But yeah, the combination of the insane mana start and then the base armor and then the shield and then everything makes it like a good tank item in general. But that being said, looking at the stats now, maybe it actually is just Spirit Visage. I'm not 100% sure anymore. The spot is kind of nutty. I don't think so. I don't think the spot is very good for Mundo still because this comp wants more items than this. And with Golden Gala, the only item augment you can really get on 3-2 is Big Grab Bag or Replication. Everything else only gives you one item. So I'm not super hard.
It and really like depends on if you can get item augments and or like a high like item drop from the neutrals.
Yeah, agreed. I would also predict 5th.
Okay.
Gorilla. And based on their fight predictions, what are we guessing here? So our fight predictions from 2-1 to 3-1.
Did you already put your guess in?
Oh, not yet.
Okay, I'll wait for you. I already wrote mine down.
He's Alistar 2, Seraphine 2? Is that what he has?
I think it was Seraphine Pair.
Oh, Seraphine Pair. Seraphine Pair.
Yeah, Seraphine Pair.
And he went into the fight losing the first one.
Oh, and he even built the Alistar too because he ran out of time.
Okay. Oh, fine. Okay, I have my answer now then. Okay. I'm picking 2-win.
Okay, I guess 3-win because I was gonna slam the redemption, but I said more if he hits more 2 stars naturally. Like he has the potential to be really strong, but and
it's Seraphine 2. He has one in bench. He has Seraphine.
Okay.
Seraphine 2.
Yeah, he does have Seraphine 2. And I was also considering that like half the lobby's Cypher.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Wigwug? This analysis style, yeah, it's a cool replay tool from MetaTFT that allows you to view everyone's state and move around the game. Okay. Down for our next player. I just predicted you go 7th this game, by the way. No spoilers, but no flame too.
I thought we said 6th. Or okay, I said 6th.
MetaTFT predicted your 6th. I predicted your 7th. Because I don't like your grave spot from your items, but maybe you don't play graves. Or maybe I'm just bad at predicting. Or maybe you're 8th. Yoko Hori, I'm predicting 5th. Okay.
Yeah, okay. We have Nitro start. Exo
this is Ripple?
Yeah, Ripple. Hollow Bow.
So many hollow bows this game. Okay. This is opener. Very few pairs.
Only
What do you
Shaco.
like? Yeah. This is not that easy of a game for me.
Like no good Vanguard Marksman angle, no good Zeri angle.
Yeah, this spot to me looks like it's
No
just so hard
tier.
to play. I think I would have considered making 10 on stage 1.
Yeah. I
This
mean,
opener is so hard.
Dynamo, Nitro, but he can't tempo it because he has no pairs. I'd probably roll middle and right.
Agree. I think slamming is not bad here, but it's just I'm just praying it gives me bow so I can just play Vanguard Marksman with these items. But I don't know if that's even a good game plan.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you have to take slamming
Yeah.
and then
well, let's see what the component is.
yeah.
Tier. Yikes.
Oh, I think I would just try to play around
Dynamo.
the Morgana. Yeah, I don't think it would be that good, but like mixed. This spot.
And also, we kind of scouted the lobby and saw everyone has tiers, right?
Yeah.
3 tiers. 4
But you have no
tiers,
option here. You don't really have an option.
5
If we're taking-
tiers.
I mean, I don't think that just loading 4 components does anything anyway, because these components, unless you're wanting to make adaptive on frontline and go for like Rage Blade. But I guess you could, but I don't like this spot for Vanguard Marksman. You don't have a single Vanguard.
Yeah.
So we're likely to be just complete, like super weak the whole game. Make unfortunate errors this game, and you will know them when you see them. We'll see, buddy. Says Wigwug. This is such a hard game. What would you do here?
I would try to make 10. I don't know how I would make 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. I would probably just get out of Nitro. I think, man, I'd probably just go put Jin and Morgan and play around Dynamo.
And what items are you? Yeah, if you only did 3 units, you must slam an item.
Yeah. Probably make a. I mean, you don't have to, right? You could slam Rod Glove on the other 2, but it's like.
No, if you're only playing 3 units, you have to slam 1, right?
Oh yeah, I would slam Adaptive, and then that at least gives us some flexibility.
Yeah. My hesitation of slamming Adaptive is that tier is pretty good. I just don't like Adaptive in that line in general, because I the way I play Dynamo is I like to play around Braum. Yeah, I like to default to playing around Braum if I feel like I'm gonna not be strong. And if I'm playing around Braum, this cloak is almost always gonna want to be Stone Plate. And then the tier is so good in this line. It's blue buff, it's Archangel, and it's Void Staff. And by killing both to make like one of the most mid items of all time in almost every line.
I feel like I would make Adaptive and maybe try to lean Vanguard Marksman.
But I feel like what's the reason with Angle Vanguard? The only reasons I can see the Angle Vanguard Marksman here are that it's likely like not very contested. Well, with some expectation, it's not super contested. Every game though, I feel like everyone's thinking of there'll usually be at least one. But other than that, I feel like the only unit here that is even giving us any direction towards that is Cog. And it's
yeah, I guess I'm making that statement from the perspective that like 2/3 of the lobby has tiers, and it looks like everyone's leaning AP, and I feel like Tempo Dynamo is supposed to be a tempo line, right? Like this is not a tempo spot. Like how are we gonna win fights? Like
yeah.
Even our stage 2 seems kind of fucked. Or sorry, our stage 3.
Is that even true? I feel like if we hit this Nidalee 2, I don't even think we're that weak. Hit this Nidalee 2 and Kindred 2, level 5, you're playing let's see. You find 1 Elise, you're chilling.
Yeah, I mean it all depends on hitting Elise, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like, okay, the likelihood of hitting Elise is higher than the likelihood of spawning in 2-star Vanguards. At this point, the likelihood you spawn in any 2-star Vanguard is almost zero. You have zero. Your shop also has zero. I feel like I like my odds of finding Elise more than I like my odds of spawning in a 2-star any Vanguard.
So you're willing to not make 10 here to keep this Nitro
Yeah.
Dynamo line open?
Someone in chat saying, don't you just not make 10, keep everything open? I assume he's saying that with respect to like slamming all the components. And
then you have to level.
I'm actually
right?
But the thing is, you're not even gonna lose streak because their DPay is open,
Oh,
and you have to have all your items slammed. You're never gonna 5 loss.
Okay.
I'm actually just willing to make JG if I'm like I feel like that's how I would play this spot. I would make JG and I'm just playing into amp without full open, playing around Yumi or Elise, and I'm playing one of those lines.
So you're leveling
JG,
here for Morg, JG.
It's for Jin, right? It would be the best. Jin is the best addition.
Put JG on
JG on the Nidalee.
Oh.
Nidalee's an AP. Nidalee is an AP unit, and then she's paired, and then you can throw in an amp unit potentially or 2-star her, and yeah, that's probably what I would do. If I was guaranteed to lose the first fight, then I could potentially slam components only.
Okay.
JG adaptive brands, smiley face, says someone. Good one.
So it's JG, Nidalee. Put the open tier on Nidalee as well, and cloak on Shyvana.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to do that, you could also just not level. If you're going to make JG for sure, I guess you could just not level. I think I like that best. I take it back. I think it's JG, Nidalee, and then don't level. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You also get to your level next turn anyway with slamming.
Right.
Yeah. JG tier cloak. Yep.
Okay. Let's see what Ripple does.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how he plays the spot. You said you wanted to play Vanguard Marksman here.
Yeah.
Adaptive. Okay. Adaptive is his most flexible item for sure.
Okay, so
I'm often not even be flexible here. I'm just committing AP. But Ripple.
tempo.
Took Slammin. Direction. Now what is the direction prediction?
It could be like anything.
Yeah, it's so I can't predict anything here, man.
Well, I feel like it's mainly 3, right? Tempo, Dynamo, Vanguard Marksman, and Amp. But even, yeah, I think
with adaptive, 3. I feel like Amp is almost out of the question.
Yeah. Tempo, Dynamo, Vanguard Marksman. His EXO was Hollow Bow.
Yeah. Unless this guy's willing to whip out the brand, but probably not. 2-1 to 3-1. What is your prediction here? How does his first fight go? He's fighting. What is he fighting here?
Oh,
he wins. He wins for sure. Yeah.
Is this another? Oh, I thought this was the Mundo player, but I get. Oh, they're contesting each other. Okay.
Oh, there's another. Isn't it the Mundo player? This is not.
We haven't covered Philip yet.
Unless he's also. Scouting.
No. Yeah,
God.
Yeah. Kyoko had Alistar too.
Oh no. Hopefully one of them has a cog line, because that is not going to be good. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to say 3-win here, depending on if it's like the Nidalee.
And what's your placement prediction?
Oh, I would say like a 7.
If you want a flawlessly played lobby, this is not the one to watch. No. Well, if we want that, we just look at Wasian's perspective. And surely, we look at flawless gameplay. No worries. Shortly. Okay. I guess 6th for Ripple spot. It just seems so hard to play this spot.
Yeah.
And not that it's his fault. His augments were kind of hard to play around. And his items. and his ute. I think I would have just opened into amp, and then I don't think I would even have that bad a prediction with open into amp. But
What do you think your AVP is if you open into amp from this spot?
I think you just flip your game. And I think a game flip is like a 4 AVP.
Okay, like it's either
You can go
first
eighth.
or eighth, second or
You
eighth.
can go first. You can definitely still go third. There's still middling placements where like you hit a lot of Yumis, you stabilize off Yumi, but you never find this. You take really long to find the Samira. Someone in the lobby high rolls, and you're really strong, but only one person beats you, and then you go third. Like that.
Mhm.
That happens a lot in some like play from behind spots. You can go first if no one has an insane win out spot. You can go eighth if you miss. But I feel like that, to me, that game plan here is better than whatever this is.
Yeah, I feel like the only way he goes higher than 7th or 6th is he has to hit like these 2 stars and start winning fights, and then high roll like the ideal items to like continue streaking.
Oh, I think if he finds Elise, I don't think it's just that. I think there are many ways that he can still Morgana 2, Elise 1, Morgana 2, Elise 1. Shyvana 2 is obviously really hard, but you can find Shyvana 2. I feel like there's still many ways you can get out of 6th here. But I think just if you're asking me to bet, right now I'm guessing 6th. But I don't think it's like super out of the realm of possibility that this spot gets fixed.
Okay. Okay, yeah, this type of analysis I think is useful because it led both for myself, if I were in his spot, like thinking about what the outs are on how I save a scenario.
Yeah, I don't think it's like that desperate. It's just a hard spot. The direction makes it really hard to know what to even make. I wouldn't have made adaptive. I don't think it's necessarily wrong to make it though.
Okay, we are on BCLF.
BCLF. 2 out of 3. I think I remember what he took already because we saw his spot from earlier, but it's fine.
Okay.
We also know what Philip took, right? He took all that shimmers here, I think. I don't know what item he made though.
Right, not polished chrome. Yeah, not cluttered since we want cipher, so all that shimmers make sense. Probably want moguls. Well,
Oh, wait, why does all that shimmers make sense if you want cipher?
or cluttered with ciphers, not great. We've talked about many times.
But I don't
guess
think
Wasian's spot was slightly different, right? Because he was missing Vi. I guess he can get a 2-star Vi here and do. Okay, so he could go cluttered with just tempo, not cipher.
Yeah, I don't think we have to play cipher here.
I guess he has Jack's pair and Vi pair.
Yeah, I feel like I would have likely leaned.
That's pretty good. Because then he could get Silas 2 pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he takes shimmer here, but I don't even know what I want to make. Is it Void Staff and Gamblers? Like, I feel like I'm not sure.
I feel like it's moguls.
But the thing is, we don't have a 2-star. Unless you saw a 2-star in shop. I don't think you're able to see your units though.
I mean, odds are pretty good that in the next 2 rounds you hit at least one of these 2-stars, right?
Oh, I don't like taking mogul when I don't have it already. I only like taking mogul when I already have it. Otherwise, otherwise, let me just say cluttered. Cluttered is guaranteed gold. All that shimmers is telling me that if I don't hit Vi or Jax, I get 0 value. I feel like I don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, that seems to be the only artifact that's worth taking, though, right? Like, are you really taking Gambler? Like, is Gamblers even good right now?
I don't think so. Who is it? It's good on. Is it good on Aphelios?
It's like horrible ABP. TF's like the only one.
5.6.
And then
yeah,
collector, you don't have a glove.
I feel like I'm cluttered here, but okay. I mean, we know what he takes. Well, let's see what he rolls left and middle, I assume. Well, he must roll left and middle if he's taking shimmers.
Yeah, I agree with cluttered. Okay.
So he's no 2-star now, but he has another pair, right? Now that he has Silas pair, it's even more likely he upgrades a unit. So I think I would take Moguls here, yeah. And then now, if we have to, we slam the Visage, I think.
Yeah. And then, wait, did we see his Exo? Okay, Hollowbow. This looks like Vanguard Marksman. Or Emma.
Agree.
And
Moguls equals 2 gold a round. Gamblers equals 2 gold a stage. He's right. That's how I feel about it as well. And it's just a better item now that they buffed Moguls.
I'm gonna say 3 win on average, but could go higher if he hits the 2 stars.
That's exactly how I feel, yeah. 3 win or 4 win. And then I assume we slam Visage here if it will proc the thing.
Then final placement. I mean, it really depends on if he can hit this 2-star. Like I feel like he can have a decent cap, like 2nd or 3rd with Vanguard Marksman, but he could really get screwed if he doesn't hit 2-star.
Yeah, and I think in order to guarantee the 2-star or higher likely to hit the 2-star, you have to stay level 3 here.
Do you ever
stay
just
level 3
roll once? I mean, your odds of hitting one of them is pretty good, right?
I feel like I would wait until next turn because you basically get a free roll on level 3, right?
Yeah.
I would wait until next turn. I feel like me hitting it this turn only saves me 1 gold, basically, at most. But just roll and just wait and then see if you hit next turn.
All right. Do we want to just watch?
Yeah. Not to see how this goes. Sure. Yeah. The thing is to hold the ship pair, you have to sell Draven, but at the same time, I'm surprised he's going to level here.
Yeah, that seems. Oh man, and he sold the Jax pair.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by this. I would have sold the Draven and give up on. I guess here the advantage to doing this is you give yourself Cypher odds and you're willing to go Moguls with Cypher. The issue with that is it's so easy to grief you, but if he doesn't care that much about that and he's willing to take like a 190 cash, something like that, then and have Moguls proccing every turn. But I'm not a fan of this. I feel like I would have rather he. I don't think his bot is doomed by any means, but I just would have preferred that we give ourselves odds to hit the one cost.
Okay, let's assume that he didn't level for a sec and he kept the Jax pair and he had Mundo pair. I mean, certainly you roll once, right?
Oh, at this point, I would still look at matchups, right? Because why waste 2 gold, which could fuck up all your intervals, when if all your matchups you proc it anyway with high likelihood, we don't have to. Like I'm still not wanting, like rolling is just like, I agree with you that if the roll guarantees you make a bunch of gold, and if you don't roll, you're guaranteed to not, then it can make sense. But I think that's basically never the case. Like you're telling me every single matchup you're guaranteed to need the 2-star to proc, and I feel like that's not. That's super unlikely.
What about proccing it twice? Like 1-star versus 2-star could be the difference in proccing it twice for the next like 3 rounds.
Twice for the next 3.
And especially
I would just wait. I would just wait to see the 2 gold is so expensive.
But your odds were so good at level 1 or level 3. Okay.
No, you're right. If you're saying he stayed level 3,
yeah.
If he stayed level 3, then
and still had Jax pair and now has Mundo pair as well. You have 4 sets of pairs. And let's say you won the first round as well, because I guess if you lost the first round, there's also a little bit less incentive.
Given that you won, then I can see it. Yeah, if you won the first round, I can see it.
I don't think I would level. My default is just to be like wait, but I feel like it seems that this, if there was a spot to roll here, this would be it.
Yeah, like if he won and held all the, I don't know if he would have won if he didn't, but he might have. But yeah, I agree with that. So then we're predicting 3 to 4 wins. What is your replacement prediction here?
I mean, at 2-1, if he had stayed at 3, I said 2nd and 3rd or 7th and 8th. I feel like from this spot, this could be more likely 7th or 8th if he really doesn't hit this fire Silas.
Oh, really? I don't even think it's that bad. I don't like the decision, but I don't think his spot is doomed just because he didn't hit these. I feel like you can just make Visage, you'll still proc it. Are you down to watch these fights? Actually, let's watch, because I feel like you're making very strong statements about in my opinion, about the way.
Okay,
and I'm down to
it.
see if that actually works out. In my mind, this is still like not the end of the world. This 1-star Vi.
All right, let's see how many times it procs.
Oh, he didn't make Visage. Oh, I don't think
it's
it's proc.
Void Staff.
And it's still proc. Yeah. So your roll here gives you, your roll here gives you at most 1 gold. I don't even think it would.
You don't think it gives 2 gold if he was 2-star there? And Slam Visage?
I don't know. Oh, and Slam Visage. And Slam Visage, yes.
I mean, presumably if you're going to roll for the 2-star, you're also going to Slam Visage, right?
Yeah, I guess. Okay, sure. And then let's see how the next few fights go.
Do we win that fight, though, if we had a 2-star? I don't... What was the front line?
This guy's at least, right? I don't know,
but it was 1-star front line each.
Oh, yeah.
2-star Vi with 2 tank items? I don't know. I think that wins.
If you Slam Visage, I can maybe see it.
Okay, let's see next fight.
Yeah. And he just doesn't... He stays in Cypher. Interesting.
Is that... He could have made Mundo too and played Elise as well, right?
He lost last round. I don't hate it. I feel like this is easier to play the way he's playing it. Although he made Void Staff, so I wonder what he's trying. Is he trying to play Dynamo here or Amp?
This is probably Amp, right?
Yeah, I don't like Amp that much with Void Staff opener, but my point being more so here that I'm pretty sure he doesn't proc here. My point is more so that the rolling I feel like is not that efficient.
Okay.
Because I feel like you're quite likely, like, look at last fight, he procced it anyway. This fight here, you don't proc regardless, right? Which we knew. We knew there are people playing weak. We didn't know Wasian was going to open, but we knew DP was weak. Such that I feel like burning 2 gold is just like, it's not that useful.
Okay. Well, I guess the other thing is, then I agree if he had lost 2-1, but it seems like he could have gone 3-streak if he did roll and hit. And Slam.
I'm not really convinced though that Vi 2 wins even with Visage in the last fight, because that guy is Dynamo. The backline is just so good, and the Seraphine is like the queen of being the no items being feeling like a 1-star unit.
Okay.
When does he play 5 Cypher? For me, I don't think this is ever a 5. It's hard to play 5 Cypher from this spot because you need a lot of items to itemize Draven and LeBlanc.
You'd like need to natural a ton of LeBlancs and get the like
the god items for dupes,
and then get like a big grab bag on 3-2.
Yeah, even then I feel like I'd want Matazane and only Matazane to play it from this spot.
Does this I would have thought this Vi procs the gold.
Oh, you would have. I wouldn't have thought so, but I'm wrong. Okay. Does it proc it twice here? No, just
no, it's just once.
So yeah, your 2-star would also only proc it. I feel like I'm more and more convinced that it's rarely worth rolling.
Okay.
Are you also convinced of that?
Yeah.
Because I feel like at 1-star, like, it's fine, man. Like,
yeah, it's sure. Done. Okay. All right, DPay. Cypher is Repulsor, Flux, Jesse.
His Exo is Repulsor, Flux, Chassis. He's the only player with good Exo items.
In the Wasian had good Exo as well.
Oh yeah, Wasian did. A lot of tiers, as we were saying earlier. I already know how he played this, right? Yeah, he took a trade sector. Yeah. Let's see if you would have done anything differently, or me.
He wants the lean Cypher. He's holding the Dynamo. He could go Vanguard Marksman. Actually, that might, or sorry, Kog'Maw. Slam Kraken. Yeah, roll left, roll right.
Would you take this trade sector to play Cypher? Would you have had that logic of like rolling it, using it to roll to find Cypher?
No.
Because it sounded like earlier you were only saying trade sector with respect to like playing the reroll lines.
Yes. Yeah, it would not have crossed my mind to take trade sector for Cypher.
Yeah, I think all these augments that give you rolls, you have to consider, especially when there's one key unit that could really give you a big change in your game. you should factor. Like for example, you also missed the fact that cluttered mind can give you a Vi,
Yeah.
right, on Wasian's board. So I think it's just something to consider that like these things really can affect your decision on augment.
Isn't investment strategy cog pretty good?
Not from 0 gold. I only like investment strategy and
On
the
econ
gold
portal?
investment strategy only in Scuttle, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think the prismatic you can maybe make other arguments, but I still don't think so.
Okay. Do you still agree with Deepe on this over?
Definitely, yeah, not even close in my mind.
Okay.
They also buffed trade sector from a while back to give this 4 gold, right? So like it's just like not a bad augment, not as bad anymore.
I still feel like I think of this as a 4.6 or 4.7 AVP.
Oh, I don't think it's that bad.
You think it's like
maybe
close
it
to
is, but like
4.5 now?
I feel like probably that's only because people play it into like just reroll. I feel like this augment is not like if you have many ways of using the rolls, I feel like it's not bad. Cypher being one of the big ones, but using it to maintain tempo at random points in your game, like I feel like if you just either save all of them or you use them just to reroll, and that's the only way you play it, I feel like I can believe that with those playstyles included, it's a 4.6, 4.7. But this one I feel like can be used very. There's a lot of skill in how it's used, I think.
Okay. And I guess with the latest patch, gold is more valuable as well.
Yeah. I think Kai is making a statement, which I agree with. And I used to have this misnomer as well, thinking it was a reroll augment. He's saying, I'm pretty sure if you play reroll, it's just 8th. And I actually kind of agree with that. I think this is quite bad for reroll. I think it's a lot better for using it for tempo and allows you to find key units and key upgrades when you have pairs without burning into your econ.
Okay. And you were saying you would roll for Cypher on 2.5 or 3.1? 2.5?
I'm rolling on 2.5. If I'm on a 3 loss, and if my 2 factors are, am I on 3 loss? Do I not have Cypher already? And then am I almost guaranteed to lose as well, right? Like if I'm looking around on 2.5 and Wasian Iverson is literally full open, I'm not rolling for shit because it doesn't matter if I hit the LeBlanc, right? I could just win. But if on 2.5 everyone else is likely to beat me, then I'm down to roll. But I'm also only waiting until 2.5 because the tiny bit of Cypher that I get on 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3 is almost meaningless in the grand scheme of things. And then
you can get it off carousel.
Yeah, you can get off carousel, and you get better odds on LeBlanc on 2.5. Yeah, there are all these reasons that it's just better, I think, to roll on 2.5.
And what happens if you miss? Like, aren't you just fucked?
Oh, you just lost free rolls. Like you lost 3 free rolls. I feel like who cares? That's the whole reason I think trade sector is good. Is that you lost 3 free rolls. You don't kill your econ at all.
Okay.
3 free rolls is nothing. It's like sure, unlucky. You still can pick up other units, right? Like you have to make sure as you're doing this that you also have in your planner or whatever in your mind the other units you can buy when you find those 3 shops, right? Because you could easily all of a sudden transition into a winning board out of nowhere.
Okay, which in this spot would pretty much be like what comes to mind is Elise, pretty much.
Yeah. What if you find all of a sudden you find Elise Morgana too? Boom, you're not Cypher. You're 3 loss into 5 win, right?
Yeah. Well, we have Morgana here.
Although we know that he opens, I think, because he sees Wasian's board, I think.
Oh. Right. So okay, so he hard committed to
all in on Cypher. All in on Cypher, which I think is the way to play the spot.
Oh.
Because it's so easy to hit the LeBlanc here.
Okay, so he's pretty much committed to Cypher into Amp or like Dynamo. More so Amp then.
You could Vanguard Marksman this, but yeah, I think more likely Amp. You could also with a super long shot play into Cypher, but I don't know, rig shop, but I think it's quite unlikely.
But we said he could.
Oh, actually, you could also Cypher this into Exo. You could Cypher this into Exo as well. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it seems like it's either, and probably is heavily skewed by if he gets a Cypher unit, what component it's carrying.
Yeah. To lean AP or EXO. I agree for sure. You always take the Cypher unit no matter what.
Yeah. Okay, so Cypher into Zeri or Amp. Like, and he wants to go 0 win.
5 loss.
And this direction we influenced by stage 2 Cypher unit component.
Yeah.
Assuming there is one. Hey, Philip.
And then placement prediction.
Oh right. I mean, he's gonna try grief Wasian, but I feel like Wasian's gonna fuck DP.
Wait, how?
I don't know.
I feel like there's no way. He's cluttered mind. He can't.
That's true.
There's no way. It's impossible.
Oh, okay.
It could be the combination of dish soap, title, wage, and whoever. If they're playing the spot with cluttered mind, you can't grief this guy. It doesn't matter who it is. Like on stage 2, I mean. On stage 2.
I think this is like a possible first if he gets Cypher early. Like if he can get 4 Cypher by 2-5. Like let's say you get a Draven on stage 2 carousel. Are you still trying to get roll for
Cypher?
LeBlanc on 2-5?
I haven't done the numbers on like how valuable that will be. I would think no. Because the thing is, when you're 2 out of 3, you're rolling for 2 units. You're rolling for Draven and LeBlanc.
Mhm.
Once you find the 1, you're rolling for literally 1 unit. That seems super inefficient to me. To roll for just the 1. I guess you're rolling for Zed technically, but like not really.
I can see this being a first through third or like a bot, like basically same as VCLF.
VCLF. Oh really? I feel like VCLF spot is so much worse. I don't think it's even close. VCLF leveled and took took a tempo augment, right? With moguls. Whereas I feel like this is like I feel like DP's EV in my mind is really high. Given the lobby state, no one is gonna grief him. He's just the freest Cypher ever. With high likelihood he will find this. And then it's just the freest game. I feel like DP is like first or second.
Okay. I guess anytime I go Cypher, I think it could go 7th or 8th. Maybe I'm like not considering that Cypher has a higher floor if you can guarantee that you're kind of uncontested loss streak.
Oh, I have a hard time seeing him go 8th here. Like I feel like the 8th only really opens up when you play open and then someone has some insane high roll, like 10 anima or shit like that. But in general, when you're the uncontested open player, I feel like it's just so free.
Okay.
I think this is second or second. That's how I view this. I mean, I could be dead wrong, but the way I view this spot is this is second or first or second. This spot looks so easy to play. Obviously, I mean, things could not go this way, but yeah.
Yeah.
I like the spot the most out of everyone. Put it that way.
Besides Wasian, because he's Wasian.
Because he's exactly.
All right.
Philip. And then Philip.
Oh yeah, Philip we saw too, but okay. Pulse stabilizer, cyber coil, repulsor, so could go Zeri.
Pulse stabilizer, repulsor. Okay, very good. We know what he took. Right?
Yeah, could be Gorilla, could be Shaco from this spot, could be Vanguard.
Yeah. I don't like Vanguard here. He has no Vanguard units.
Oh,
it's hard to angle Vanguards, I think, from 0 Vanguard. It's just the Jinx. I feel like I'm not really down.
Could be Zeri, but also no bow.
Yeah.
Alright, roll left. Middle.
Yeah, I would roll left middle as well.
Okay, healing orbs. Probably take right over left.
Yeah, right over middle and left. So roll middle.
Oh.
Looks like he likes trade sector over patient study. I don't think that's necessarily wrong. I feel like that's
because
I'm also fine with it.
Wait, but in this case it would be because he has Gorilla in mind, right? Or no?
I think because you have pairs. You could
Okay.
potentially just hit the pairs, and then you don't even have to play Gorilla. I
I
wouldn't
see.
really want to play Gorilla with trade. I think you just have pairs. You press D, you hit the pairs, you can level.
Okay, I need to really shift my mental model for this.
Yeah, I don't think this is very good for reroll.
Okay, it's just opportunistic rolling is how I should
Yeah,
view this.
yeah, exactly. Opportunistic rolling without any pain. Like if you miss it, it barely hurts.
Okay. Okay. And then to roll middle, he should have scouted, right? Didn't who was it that?
Yeah, someone else is playing
Oh,
one for all.
okay. I guess he didn't pick it at that point.
Does he have a bow? Oh, he has no bow. You could. I mean, guard breaker is a very good item on Cog, but yeah, this is kind of hard to play Cog from here. I assume you're just Mundo here. Yeah, with one for all. And contested Mundo is kind of bad. So, does he hit any of the Mundos? Mundo 2 or whatever. Let's see.
If he scouted here, he would have seen it, but I guess he made it with no time.
Busy deciding his options. Yeah. What happens to the spot? Let's see. He hits the Shaco.
I guess he could go Shaco instead if he knows he's contested.
One for all Shaco sounds so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, this spot looks like it looks eighth to me because he's contested one for all. Who's the other player contested one for all? Is Kyoku Hori. Oh, I hate their spots. Double one for all. They can both. I mean, they can both hit. But,
although Philip at this point may have scouted and assumed he was going Kog'Maw.
Why? Oh, because he didn't see the shop.
Yeah.
He doesn't see his shop. Yeah, he doesn't see his shop. Oh no. Oh. Lower their placements, please.
Yeah.
This guy's board is probably 4 loss, right? And then now Philip, I'm guessing, is like, I don't know, like 7th. Maybe Wigwug is no longer 7th. Like if these guys' spots are so bad, I'm down for Wigwug to be 6th. All right, Wigwug, you're promoted to 6th. And Kyoko Hori is 6th, and Philip is 7th. Who is 8th then?
Oh, I put Philip 8th, but I guess Cypher will probably be. Oh no, then it'd be VC.
Actually, I think Ripple, Kyoko Hori, and Philip are in a fight for not 8th. That'd be my guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Jump to end of stage 2 then to compare fight predictions.
End of stage 2. Yeah, I'm down. Let's see how well we did. End of stage 2. Okay.
Okay. So, replay went 5-0.
Replay went 5-0.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
ACLF went 4-1.
So let me see. 5W. VCLF went 4 wins. Okay.
4 wins. Lost to replay. Wow, he went 4-win with this 1-star Vi.
Oh, I mean, you're up an item. I feel like yeah, we guessed 3 or 4, right? I guess we guessed 3 if he hit the 2-star. He didn't hit 2-star, but the lobby is weak as hell.
Yeah.
And then
Wigwug,
what else?
4-1, lost to replay as well.
4-win. Wigwug was 4-win.
Yeah. I mean, this
with his open
so
into graves. Oh yeah, okay.
Never mind. No value for mentorship. I guess you hit the Braum.
Okay. No Gox. But yeah, okay. 4-win. Okay.
Ripple
and then what else?
Went 3-2.
Nice. We guessed that one.
That one
3-win.
Right. Philip went 2-3.
3 loss actually. Okay.
He must have hit the Mundo early and then he got the Warmog Slam.
Did he have a Mundo too? Or on his board?
Yeah,
by the time he got yeah. Okay. We didn't see when. It's fine. We don't have to. Okay. It's fine. And then DP 5 loss. I think DP and Wasian are the only other. No, we also didn't.
DP 5 loss. Wasian 1-4. And presumably Wasian he lost to DP. Yeah.
And then what is Kyoko Hori?
1-4 lost to Wasian. Wait, no, he beat Wasian.
4-win.
Yeah. No. 1 win.
Oh, only 1 win. Oh. Wonderful. I guess he would 3-win, but he had a bunch of upgrades. Yeah, I guess he just lost. But did he not slam his items?
Oh, he gave up on Gorilla.
Oh, we give it into Cog. Oh, this spot's not even that bad anymore then. He has a bow. Okay. He has eyes. He didn't let himself get contested by. But if he doesn't drop, he took a bow. If he doesn't drop rod or cloak here, it's gonna be hard. But I guess it worked out better. Okay, that's fine. Makes sense. And now I think Wigwug is. Oh, but he 4-win, so he's no longer 6th. Do we update our predictions again now? We don't, right? We don't. We do it on 3.
Let's do it at 3-2.
3-2. Okay.
Okay, so which order do you want to go through?
Back to the start again. So Wasian again, I guess.
Okay. Wasian got Cypher in. But got his streak messed up by Deepay.
Yeah.
Angling Amp.
He's amp. Yeah, for sure.
How many little buddies are in Amp? Italy.
I'm just never down in that because your carry is
Oh,
Yumi.
it's Yumi. Yeah.
Yeah, your carry is Yumi.
Okay, so not right 2. Roll right 2.
Yes. Left can just instantly win you the game.
Yeah, if you get the Zach, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not even bad without. I guess maybe if you're not using it for tempo, maybe it's not as good if you miss Zach. But
what else?
I don't think it's that bad either.
What else besides treasure chest is good in this line?
In amp, I would guess. I actually don't know. I would guess Locket and Locket's hard to use though as free demon. I would guess Locket and Chalice, but I'm curious. But what it actually says. Chalice. I'm surprised that Gem is good.
Cleaver makes
because
sense.
Oh yeah, Cleaver makes sense. Stats and Shred. I'm surprised Gem is good because you already have Strategist, but I guess it's not that much amp that you have.
Yeah. Not that many options.
Yeah. Yeah, you can miss for sure.
Especially with Street Demon, I feel like a lot of the positioning ones can really screw you.
Yeah, I mean you can sack, but yeah, I agree in general. You can sack the hexes. Yeah, so I'm rolling right 2 here for sure.
He rolled left first.
Interesting.
All that shimmers.
I'm surprised he rolls bad luck protection. He keeps bad luck protection first. Isn't that just a throwaway, or is he considering Zed here?
Yeah.
I'm really surprised he doesn't throw away bad luck protection first, but okay.
Also with little buddies, I guess it's mainly Zed that you consider both of these.
I guess.
I feel like with anybody else we would be discounting this decision, but with Wasian it's like, okay.
I mean, he has to have a reason for it.
Yeah,
I think anyone would have a reason for it. So yeah, I don't know. I assume it's Zed. I'm not sure.
I mean, who else? It's only Zed, I feel like. I mean, you could just stay in 5 Cypher, right?
BLP 5 with blue buff? I'm not really done.
Blue buff Zed in 5 Cypher.
Oh, I see. You play 5 Cypher Zed. With BLP. I guess. Yeah, that's true. Play around 5 Cypher. Yeah. Okay, I can maybe see it.
I mean, you still roll this, right?
All that shimmers? Yeah, I think so. I think so, yeah. I don't think this guy's willing to gamble on Samira for IE Collector. I don't even know if that's good, but I would roll that.
I'm surprised he's keeping... Like, wouldn't you... If you like Zed, wouldn't you first figure out which of these you prefer for the Zed line and then roll one of them?
I'm not sure, actually, how the logic would go. If you're thinking Zed, does that... Oh. He doesn't like them anyway. I guess he just really didn't like... I assume he just really didn't like the first... What was the first one again? It was, first item one. It was...
Port cache.
He just really didn't like it here, I guess. I assume he wants something scaling because he is...
He's trying to go amp, ideally. So, like, big grab deck would be really good here.
Yeah, his first augments. Yeah, I guess the thing is that there are so many good item augments. Okay, that's probably why. Yeah.
If this is item, does it exclude these from being item?
I don't think so. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's not.
Okay, like what would you prefer here?
Is Forge better?
Orbital Forge,
Better.
big grab bag,
The grab bag,
salvage
yeah. I
bin.
think heroic. Heroic is so good in this line.
Wait,
Like
this
instant.
doesn't count as an item though.
Oh, yeah, you can't get into that item.
Yeah,
True, true.
sorry. I was just searching
Forge
item.
might be better. Grab bag, I think, is better. Salvage, I don't think is better.
Pandora's.
I feel like it would be so weak with Pandora's, but maybe.
I mean, you
Okay,
have delayed value. Like, you don't really care about not being able to slam, right?
I mean, so weak eventually. I feel like just having 2 components versus the 3 from big grab bag. I'm just not really down to be down a component in this comp. But I think it's a big grab bag is the only one you're really happy with. I'm trying to think now. I feel like it's one of the only ones. Does he take shimmers here? See, he rolled middle and right.
Yeah. Seems. Oh man. You take shimmers and gold collector. Slam, i.e. gold collector.
Gold
here.
collector. Oh boy, what are you playing in that spot? Zed?
Yes. I mean, you can also reroll Draven if you natural a bunch, or on a. I guess you go 8 and roll down. Hope you high roll a Samira first. Ideally, first. If you hit a Zed, then you can go Zed.
Is collector good on Samira? With IE?
Oh, I imagine it should be, right? Because she AoEs, and so then should proc the execution, right?
Is it? Let me see. It sucks. It's awful. It's a plus 0.54.
What if you add IE?
I'm pretty sure once it's already at that level low, it's not going to change it. I'll check. It's just as bad, yeah. Plus 0.5, so it's just bad. Some units is just bad on for whatever reason. I'm not really sure.
So weird.
I think a lot of it is that when she ults, she usually dies before the units. At 1 star, she'll usually die before the units are within.
Okay, what if you filter 2-star Samira?
With 2 star, it's still not good. It's plus 0.38.
Huh.
Yeah.
Seems so weird.
It's just, yeah. That's why I'm always down to just check before like having a game plan around it. Add 5 amp. Like, who the hell is playing Samira with no like 7th street? Sure, let's add 5 amp. Nope, still bad. I guess it is an
roll
error.
this, right? Like, but if this is a shit, what do you take here?
Scavenger. Scavenger's items, right? Like it is technically items on your app board. I am rolling this unless we're trying to play. I don't know. I don't know. He must have a game plan because he was willing to. I'm not sure.
You could go LeBlanc Draven, like Cypher reroll.
With I hate it in this spot.
Oh, that's cluttered mind. Yeah.
The items are just all spread everywhere. No 3 item anywhere. No tank as well.
You would take Scavenger over that option. Just commit to amp. That feels bad too.
I feels better than splitting them all. I feel like I'm down for Scavenger.
Okay, let's see what he does. I feel like I would roll left.
You would roll left, yeah, and default Scavenger as well, or default cloning. You just click behind door number 1, no matter what.
No, never mind. I guess you were saying. I feel like I would never take Scavenger. We saw the other game. Was it Deepay that took Scavenger?
Yeah, Scavenger in Gorilla, and it worked.
Yeah, because I feel like he had a really strong front line, so you have time for the units that you killed to get you items, and then like still have value from those items, right? But I feel like without a strong front line,
we cashed out like 3 belts from Cypher. No worries.
Like I feel like you basically need a Galio 3 for this to be worth something.
Oh, but and you typically have a really good front line in Amp, right? It's either Zach or Nico too.
Oh yeah.
With a lot of frontline items. But yeah, I guess your items are away from being tank items. I guess you could Shimmers. Oh, you can also Shimmers Mogul actually, and still play Amp. Because you do want a tank. I don't think Moguls is very good though. on
Yeah,
Nico.
that does give you more gold to get there.
I don't think it's that. How bad is Moguls on Nico? And Zac. I assume it's awful on Zac. I don't even know if the little Zac's proc it. Plus 0.22. It's better than the collector.
Yeah.
Not that great though. On Zac,
that
I
for-
assume it's god awful on Zac.
Yeah, it sounds horrible on Zac.
It's only plus 0.17. It's yeah, it's only plus 0.17. Not even that bad.
Oh wait, can it double trigger? Like,
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I don't know. It's not that bad.
I bet it's a big difference between
Mogul
1
Zac
star
is
and
good
2
because
star.
it keeps the stacks. Oh, it keeps the stacks. I don't know if it's good, but it's one of his. It's actually one of his better artifacts.
On
But
2
it's also
star,
got a lot of suck on him.
yeah.
Oh, I was looking at 2 star for some reason.
Okay.
At 1 star, I assume it's.
Dog shit.
It is. Yeah. It actually becomes a lot better at 2 star.
Okay, so all that shimmers then?
I guess moguls. I guess sure.
And then you're slamming steadfast to get procs? Because your Galio, I feel like, just dies.
I feel like the glove has to be JG if I'm playing Amp. So
That's true.
I don't know.
Okay, is there ever a scenario where you take cloning facility?
Not with this board, I don't think. If this is Amp, it's cloning for sure. Who do you clone in Amp?
Zac, if you get there.
Anything wrong with Collector slam IE? I don't like it because your items are all split. You take Collector, you slam IE. I don't like Yumi in the middle hex. I feel like Yumi will just die there. It's always Yumi. Is that actually good? Cloning. I've literally never seen that. Clone Yumi in Amp. I have never seen that. Trust.
Well, let's see if Wasian does it.
I mean, if it, yeah, okay. If it is always Yumi, sorry, if it is, if it is Amp, it's cloning for sure. If Wasian plays Amp and does not take cloning, then I promise you that it's not the line. Because wouldn't Wasian know the line more than you and Beppo for Amp? It's Wasian, man. Okay, go ahead. Let's see what he does.
Right, let's see what he does.
Not that he has all the tech in the world, but like I would just expect that he knows it.
Okay. Now, is it Gold Collector or Moguls? Moguls, right? Like if we're staying in Amp,
maybe he goes Collector, i.e. Blue Zed. Is that good? Collector, i.e. Blue, no healing Zed. That sounds bad. Is this good on Zed? Zed, 3 items.
why not just keep Gold Collector on Draven and he can execute
awful.
backline anyway of what Zed hits?
So you're playing Draven Zed from this spot. Blue Zed, i.e. Collector, Draven.
I feel like if you pick Moguls, you have to slam Steadfast, right? Or are you getting no value from this?
Yeah, I guess he's probably Collector IE.
He does have this Poppy too.
Oh, yeah, true. That's true. He can get Mogul's value. I
think it's just Moguls, or at least that's what I would do.
Given
that, I think in game I would have taken Gold Collector and assumed it was good on Samira, but after we looked at the stats, I feel like I would take.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is not him. I assume he's going Collector IE into
Zed.
something. I don't know. I don't know. I just assume he has a good plan because it's Wasian. But if this is not Wasian, I'd be like, this guy is trolling. I don't know.
Okay, so you're thinking Gold Collector into Zed or...
I think that's what he would do. I would just click Moguls and play Amp anyway, but I guess he has a plan for Zed.
Is there another AD line that can play blue buff besides Zed?
I don't think so. It's Samir. If you assume Samira is maybe... oh, yeah, Urgot. That's it. It's Zed. It's just Zed.
Yeah.
It's Zed or Amp. Right? Assuming you believe that Amp is an AD line, which I don't think it is when you can't roll a 9.
Yeah, and I assume Wasian knows that Gold Collector is not good on Samira.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then it's either Zed or
collector. Yeah, like Zed Draven. Yeah. And I'm gonna guess it's Zed Draven
I'm gonna guess it's moguls.
into Amp still. Okay, let's see what he does.
Because I think this can at least give him gold with the clutter to like get to 9. I mean, it could still be Urgot, but okay.
Okay.
Is he not gonna slam this?
The steadfast. Let's see if he thinks he needs it. I don't think he needs it here. The thing is, you're playing Amp. You really want the JG here. You have no damage if you have no JG. But we don't know if he's playing Amp.
Oh, he barely procced it.
Right?
We go to next fight and see if he slams.
Yeah.
I guess if he's not slamming here, he's probably not slamming.
Yeah. Man, I kind of want to follow his line now, but now we have to go and look at everyone else's line. 7 other people's lines.
I mean, we could just follow his line.
Let's follow his line and then we can decide if we want to go back to the other line.
Okay, so he's committed to not slamming.
Yeah, because I feel like it barely makes a difference in these fights. And I'm pretty sure like.
Okay,
So let's see what item he takes, and then I'm really hoping he takes Rod just so I can shit on this guy that's saying it's guaranteed Amp. But watch me be dead wrong, and he doesn't play Amp. So
Oh, we forgot to predict.
Dynamo fast 9, low key. He would hold the Elise if he was right. He would hold his Elise for sure. Yeah.
Alright, should we predict? So I think it's either Amp or Dynamo.
Amp
Loses
or
the whole stage.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but Deepay, what's Deepay's spot? Deepay
Yeah, I agree that fast 9 is quite far. I agree with that for sure. He's too poor for fast 9. 5 loss.
Okay, another reason he doesn't want to slam is because he wants to lose against Deepay.
What are the other blue buff lines? It's just Amp. I feel like he's guaranteed Amp already, right? It's Vex? Like he's not playing Vex with it. He's just Amp.
It's
unless he's like Draven Galio moguls with
Zed.
Yeah. Okay, that's the only other one I can see. Or like fast 9. But I think that's super unlikely.
But with moguls he can fast 9 with cluttered as well, right?
I don't think so. I don't think it's enough.
If he gets a gold cash out, is there a gold cash out that he can get with Cypher?
I think it would need gold cash out and gold orb with a fuck ton of gold to make it worth it. Because I feel like you still need a lot of gold to roll.
It'd be like what, this one? 330? Or this? Just sell all the gold value?
Yeah, but I feel like even with that, I don't know. I don't believe in fast 9 unless you have really, really like, tons of gold, but I don't think he's anywhere close to having that much.
Okay.
Moguls is literally just +1 around, right? It's nothing.
Yeah. What do we think his final placement is here? First or 8th now?
If it was not Wasian, I would say 8th, but because it's him, I'm thinking 3rd. He gets such an insane bump. It's not even fair. But yeah, I just can't. I'll never predict this guy to go 8 unless the spot looks so doomed. This spot does not look doomed to me.
Like he needs to hit a Samira.
No, I don't think so. This spot is not maybe only by like 4-6. This board doesn't need Samira instantly. If you make the right item for Yumi, I feel like it's fine. First. People in chat are predicting first. I mean, it's possible. I assume he takes Rod here into Yumi, into a JG. But let's see what he takes.
Okay. Do we take Rod over Zed? Probably.
Oh, Zed might change the logic. Into I don't know.
Actually,
I don't know.
if there's a Zed, then we could still play Cypher, like just blue buff the Zed.
Yeah, with Galio. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if you.
I feel like we take Zed over Rod. No.
I can see it because Zed 4 Cypher and it's a Zed. Yeah. Okay, you get the 5 Cypher and.
So it's Zed. What about Annie Nico over compared to Rod?
Oh, if I'm playing Amp, it must be Rod. You need 2 Rods in that comp. You want JG Gunblade with your current components. You want JG Gunblade. I think GS is not acceptable at all.
Okay, so Zed's the only one you're willing to take over Rod.
I think so.
Okay, let's see what he takes.
Oh, maybe Annie with tier. I'm probably interested in Annie.
Or Void Staff.
Tier. Yeah. Four cost Rod.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
No Zed. I assume he takes that. If he's playing Amp, he takes that. Let's see what he takes.
I mean, surely he takes that.
We don't know he's playing Amp for sure.
Huh? Okay.
He's not.
All right.
He takes Draven?
What is he trying to get?
Is he taking Draven?
What's his spot again? Okay, this is his spot.
I am so confused. Void Staff? Tier? LeBlanc reroll.
Huh?
Maybe he's picking any items? Is he picking any items? I feel like usually when I see this line do best, it's not any items, it's Yuumi items. But
Tier seems like the only thing else.
To kill Bow Rod. To kill Bow. Oh, the best amp items are blue JG Gunblade.
What does he do with this bow later? I mean, it's Void Staff, right?
Red buff or Void Staff. But I guess he goes. Any items first. That's how he plays this line.
I mean, Void Staff isn't in any item, right? Maybe he values Void Staff over JG as like purely from a damage standpoint.
Oh, I mean, if you just look at the Yuumi items, this thing is so bad on Yuumi.
Oh no! I mean, like, you assume you're gonna get 3-item Yuumi, and you want either way you want Void Staff. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of his decision.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I like Rod here. Yeah, I feel like it. I feel more strong. I feel like it must be Rod here, but because then where is your AP? If you sure you can have Void Staff, where is your AP? Or your damage? Where's your DPS? And I feel like it doesn't exist.
How bad is GS on Yuumi?
A couple people now are.
Oh,
like,
never mind. We're taking Void Staff.
It must be Rod if we are Amp. What else is he playing here if he's not Amp?
Dynamo.
But tier's also not that good. I guess.
But he didn't even buy the Elise, so it's not Dynamo. This has to be
Amp.
Like,
it really surprises me that
he's holding on to these.
Yeah, he's definitely Amp. Maybe he believes in.
He must just like Void Staff as a more important like item than JG. I mean, we can look at the stats for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, I think this might be also one of those scenarios. We did this math before, remember? Where did he natural both these tiers?
Oh, so we're saying that he's super likely to get Rod
he's
anyway?
He's way more likely to get Rod than tier off neutrals, right?
Yeah, it's true. But you want two. The thing is, you want two Rods. You want JG and Gunblade. You want JG. You can use like 5 Rods in this comp. You can like another Yuumi Biss, which is actually even better. Biss is blue buff, death cap JG.
Also, Deepe is contesting him for Amp, right? Unless he's gonna go LeBlanc reroll.
Yeah, I think so.
And they're just both full opening or trying.
He's even stacking his moguls.
Do we want to keep going down just Wasian's line then?
Kind of interested to see how he plays this line if you're down, and then we can revisit the other spots. Contested Amp is really bad. I agree with that. I wonder if Deepe is going for Kog'Maw. Oh, well done. You must screw Deepe's spot here. Otherwise, because you guys are directly competing for the not 8th spot.
If he doesn't get to 330, isn't that better for Deepe? Like Deepe prefers to be under 330 here, right?
Actually, yeah, he might.
Yeah, this actually works out for Deepe. They both get the same cash out.
It works out for wait a second. So he shouldn't have griefed.
If Wasian won this, what cash out would he be?
It would have been 370 is what chat is saying. I think that's right.
Oh, Deepe would have been 370. Okay.
And this is not bad, I think. Yeah, you're not guaranteed front line. We're playing Amp. Okay, where's the guy who said Maple Arrow. Where's the guy who said if this is amp, it's cloning facility for sure? So you're just saying that Wasian picked the dead wrong augment. I like how he slams them all on the block. Man is ass. Where's that guy, man? Get him. Someone get him.
Okay, we're just rolling here, right?
Oh yeah. It's not past 9. It's not past 9. He also suggested past 9, man. Where this Maple Arrow guy? Where is this guy? 10-day ban. Like
Okay.
the only way you play amp is you roll really deep. You roll on 8, unless you can really go to 9. But like this gold is not nearly enough. But given the way he's played the spot, I hate his items. He has no damage. Is he playing Brand?
Oh.
Samira. I guess he makes AD items? What are we?
Let's pause to look at items. This pretty much has to be Ramble, right? Adaptive. Oh wait, no, we talked to the Void. Void. Like we have IE Samira.
Probably Reforged Cloak then. If the lobby is AP heavy, we don't like this Bramble. You can probably even make a Mogul. Sorry, whatchamacallit? The Stone Plate.
280.
AP. He DP's LeBlanc, I think.
380.
AD.
Oh wait.
Yeah, I guess it's Bramble and Reforged Cloak.
Yeah. We're hoping for Rod.
Why is contested amp bad when your carry is Yumi? You don't care much about Nico if you had Zac. Oh, Yumi 3 is a really, really, really important out in amp, as well as a early Nico 2, and then also your Zacs and Samira's get griefed. And also, you're not guaranteed to find Samira or Zac. But Yumi 3 out being fucked is really hard.
Okay, Reforged Cloak. This is Void Staff for sure, right?
Bro, surely Wasian was wrong here taking moguls instead of support cash, taking the tier. I don't agree necessarily with moguls over support cash. Taking the tier, I think, was wrong, in my opinion. But I don't generally like questioning players that I know for sure are better than me. But at the same time, I think it's wrong. But yeah, to take the tier. Yeah, Bramble. Did he make IE? He makes IE and then reforge the. So he's Void
just holding the
Staff.
cloak for now.
Just the issue is our DPS does not exist. But I guess, and he already cashed out. I guess he's preying on some insane. What augment even saves him here?
He wants more items, right? Big grab bag.
Yeah. Yeah. The odds that it gives you like rod is just so low, but yeah, I guess.
Pandora's.
Yeah.
Delayed.
Actually, I actually don't even know when your spot looks like this. What is even better? Is it Annie 2 or Yumi 2 holding items? When you can only choose to optimize one or the other, and you 2-star both. Actually, I assume it's still Yumi, but I'm not sure.
Didn't we look at the stats on that? Like the whole on-off Yumi 2.
Oh yeah, we did once, and it looked like it was Annie, but having chatted with players that have really insane scores with Amp, I'm convinced it's Yumi. Like these stats somehow say that it's Yumi, but I feel like all this means is that you didn't hit Yumi 3. I don't know. I kind of. Yeah, we looked at this and it was saying Annie, but I kind of don't buy it. I feel like it's so hard to have the stats really show what you want here. Because you specifically want to know what's strong on stage 4. Isn't the spot for Amp kind of bad? You don't have enough items for your carries. Sort of, yeah, I would agree. You want more items in this for sure. But usually you can make do with just the Yumi items for stage 4. But the thing is, he doesn't even have Yumi items. That's why I preferred Rod. But Rod wouldn't have solved the solution either, because he didn't drop any Rods. Roll everything.
Roll right
I think
first.
I think I'm just never taking any of these anyway. But I think Lucky Gloves you just literally never take.
Whoever re-roll Cloak first, and if you get a glove, then you'd be more likely to take this. And hope you can get glove off carousel. Then you could get itemized Annie and like Zach or Diego. I guess go.
Yeah, I am really against this augment. 2 gloves. I feel like this augment is just you literally. Yeah, wand over. Actually, making this prismatic is really good. You roll this a million times to find wand overflow, and wand overflow is an insane bailout. It's what is what one chatter is saying. I had ruled it out because I thought it was golden gala, but now that it's prismatic, you just roll this a million times to find wand overflow.
Okay, so you're rolling right before left.
I mean, my point is that I am never settling on Lucky Gloves regardless. So it doesn't even matter to me what I roll first. Because I am literally never clicking on left here. This one is... It's items, but you just you just reforge all the items. Reforge everything.
Reforge Cloak first, and if it's what, then you'd be more likely to take it. Nothing. A bow?
No, I'm saying I would. You could just jam Ginsu and Kraken, and you reforge both. But I mean, and Ginsu Annie. Or Ginsu Annie's not that bad. You'd have actually wait. But all your items are still split.
Isn't Kraken horrible on Samira?
Yeah, I would just full reforge Kraken, but no, it's probably not. Yeah, Ginsu Annie's not the worst, but besides that, GS is kind of bad as well. But it is items. It is items.
I mean, you like it better than this side, right?
Actually, wait. I think left is fine. Now that I realize it, can't you just go GS Krakens on Samira and then you Rage Blade your third item? Wait, I feel like this is.
Don't you save this open bow for red buff though?
True, you could do that as well. Yeah, but I think at 28 HP, it's kind of hard to justify. But yeah, items plus 8 gold. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like maybe left is like approaching. I'd roll right here now for sure. He really missed on the Yumi.
Not that.
Don't think you can take this. You need items. Yeah, this Yumi to 3 doesn't do much for you at the moment. Although we are uncontested Yumi, but because he's LeBlanc.
Okay, yeah, he's LeBlanc.
Wow, he didn't cash. Holy shit. He's going down to 1 life. Wow.
I did call it.
I would roll right. I would roll right here. And I would take left. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Zach.
Oh, build.
Zach over Kubuko. Can we just roll here? Where is his Yumi, man?
Okay, and then now it's GS on Yumi, Rage Blade, Samira, and questionable whether we slam Kraken or not. I feel like I would reforge Cloak and read this for bow, but I guess it depends on matchup.
Yeah, I'm tempted to reforge the Rage Blade even, but I guess you could go Rage Blade Annie. Yeah. I probably would reforge Cloak, but I'm not sure. The thing is this the only hit with... I guess you could hit Nashers, but...
Yeah, another GS for Samira.
I feel like I'm down to just go GS Rage Blade Kraken, and I would just go for a anti-heal component on 4-5, just because I don't want to lose this round.
Okay, then you ideally want Belt off Carousel to have the highest outs.
Yeah, I think so.
Who's in our pool? This. Oh yeah, we probably lose to this, right?
Wait. You slam everything. I think you can win.
Our pool is Ripple, Kyoko, and Wigwug.
Ginsu's better than Asher. Is it really? Let me check the stats real quick. I haven't checked the Ginsu stats in Annie in a while, but if there, I can buy that it has changed. Annie, 3 item, amp, 5 amp.
I gotta use the restroom while you pull that up.
Okay. So who's making up this? Ginsu is just better than Nashor, especially without Shojin. What say you now, buddy? What say you now? Got real quiet all of a sudden. Blame Dasik. Blame Dasik? That toxic, unnecessarily toxic reader? Dasik, that guy? Is that the one you're talking about? Desky. Ban all stat manipulating liars. Yeah, exactly. Imagine manipulating and leaking stats. Oh, gosh. What about Kraken? Kraken Samira is probably awful, but I would probably still make it here. I'm pretty sure it's like god awful. Let's say you have Infinity Edge. We should make it even slightly better than it usually would be. I'm pretty sure it's still like add.
Okay, what do we find?
Oh, Kraken's not even that awful. Kraken's not that awful on Samira. Rageblade is worse than Nashor in every scenario, but so you can make it on Annie. It's pretty bad, but you can make it.
Okay. So
Kraken is not horrible on Samira as well. So I probably just do GS Kraken Samira. And I would just Rageblade the Yumi for now.
Is it because when Samira casts it
it procs it a lot? Yeah, probably. It's not good, but like it's just acceptable-ish. I don't think you're allowed to greed an item here. Because every round you lose here, you're just dead. I also would sell everything on the right side here and roll 0. I assume he does that. To find Nico 2 or Annie 2 and blobs. Or is he? Surely he sells right side, right? He doesn't roll?
Huh?
Okay. I will say when you don't have any AP, I think that's when that's when Annie is better. I feel like Yumi is good stage 4 when she can pop units. But our items do not allow us to pop anything. So then maybe that's why he goes for Annie over Yumi? Wait, Ardix, you've heard dank memes talk about this line the most. Wouldn't he always like go for rods and just itemize the Yumi here? Because Wasian took tier on stage 3 carousel, and I was really surprised. But yeah. Okay, we can keep playing. I'm surprised he didn't roll here though. He just knew he would win. Like, maybe he scouted and knew he would win his matchups.
No, I think. Wait, who did he just beat? Philip. I think he played the weakest opponent out. It was Wigwug was in his lobby, which I don't know that he beats this, right? And
and the COD player, yeah, I'm surprised he didn't.
I don't know if he beats.
He's account sharing. It's Prestivan playing on his account, maybe. Setsugo's playing on Prestivan's account. Prestivan's playing on Wasian's account. Okay.
And he's still trying to greed cluttered value.
Oh, I forgot he was cluttered. Okay, that's why. Oh, he did sell and roll, but he's making sure he gets cluttered. I mean, good fight judging based on his matchups. Samira. Did you take that?
Yeah.
With cloak?
He has Samira pair, right? Yeah.
Oh, come on. Surely Deepe griefs him.
Deepe's dead.
I don't want to see his game just get... I want to see the game play out. I don't want to see some Samira 2 bailout, but... Let's see what Deepe does.
No, Deepe's dead, man.
Oh, he can't even get griefed. Philip.
Philip was
Someone pings.
Yeah.
Deepe died. Come on, man.
Wasian's first. We don't need to. Right? From this spot. Who else can contest him for first?
Like, yeah, he's first. Sure. The one guy meant to play defense just died. And Philip is not even playing for anything.
Yeah.
This game was so weak with no Samira 2, I think. I even think with Samira 1, I don't think his bot's very... Oh, I don't think it's awful. He hits the Annie 2. I don't think his bot is awful, but... Now he's Samira 2, now I feel like the Samira just... I don't typically like the amp line with... I've seen it do... Like, you can get fucked randomly with just... but this is not just Samira now. Now it's Annie and Samira, and I feel like this is more than good.
I'm surprised he's still rolling. He didn't think he could win without Annie too?
Good question.
Why is it glitching?
Oh, this arena maybe. Can you zoom in? If you zoom in a little bit, it will fix it.
Oh, okay.
You have to zoom in like drag. Okay, the Samira died. No, it didn't. It didn't.
Where's the Samira? Okay, here.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm pretty sure he won out.
This.
All right.
He would have won without Annie 2 here, right?
I think so. I think so.
It's strange to me that he didn't roll early stage 4 and then rolled here after he hit Samira 2.
Yeah. I agree with that. It must have been that he assumed he'd win his matchups on 4-3, 4-2, and 4-3 without rolling.
Oh, VCLF was contesting him Deepay LeBlanc.
Oh god. Okay, this is what Wigwug was saying, I think. Deepay and VCLF contested LeBlanc? Like, what is going on, man?
And they were both holding Yumi, so then Yumi was not an out, I guess, for Wasian to go for Yumi 3.
They're both holding Yumi. Is that what happened? You don't always hold Yumi when you play LeBlanc.
I mean, VCLF is. I don't know if Deepay was.
Oh, I see.
Alright, should we jump back to stage 3 or...
Yeah, I'm down.
I don't think we're learning much from this point for Wasian.
Yeah, I feel like we are. I will say, while I enjoy this analysis, it takes forever to get through one game.
Agreed.
Like, forever. Forever.
That's why I feel like following one person, like... I mean, following one person itself is one whole VOD review. If we do follow everyone, it's gonna be 8 people's...
8 VOD reviews in one. We don't even follow everyone's line. We're only following, like, augments and that's it. And predictions.
Yeah. Okay.
I may call it at like a 4-ish. So then
okay.
Let me see whose spots we really want to go over. Let's see.
Who do we predict was top 3? DCLF, Deepay. I mean, Deepay 8th.
They contested LeBlanc. They're
they're both fucked. Then replay.
I get 8 spots for 3x time. Yeah, I agree with that. For being efficient as a replay thing. Yeah. What's up? What was the other people you said we could review?
I mean, VCLF and Deepay were the other players that we thought were contesting top placement, but they're both fucked.
Okay. I thought Ripple's spot was hard to play, so I'm interested to see how Ripple plays his spot. Yeah. Both on 3-2 and then 4-2, and then what did replay was Dynamo 5
full streaking. This is
okay. I'm interested in both of their lines, I guess. Ripple and
this seems kind of weird. I guess they're both Dynamo.
Two-way connect Dynamo is fine. He is so poor for slamming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, who do you want to start with? Ripple?
This one? Ripple, yeah. Why is he so poor? Oh, he has Elise pair, Jin pair. Elise pair, Jin pair, holding a Cho'Gath, Shyvana pair. Okay, I mean, I can kind of get it.
Is he also holding a Zeri?
I thought his exos were bad, no? Were they bad?
Hollow Bow and Flux. It's not
great. Oh, you can. You can. Because IE Hollow Bow makes it a little more doable, I think.
So he could flex Dynamo or Zeri right now.
Yeah.
This is pretty bad this late in the game, right? I guess
What units? Oh, it gives Jin. I think it's takeable. I don't think it's bad. I just don't know if it's...
His frontline's so weak, too.
We're going to play MF primary and LeBlanc support. Sorry, and Aurora supporting and Elise/Aurora supporting. I feel like we don't have enough. I guess you will get Zonias.
mean, it's better than these two right now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So we roll
Yeah,
left, right.
I think so. Unless we think we're taking moguls, but
We taking moguls?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. What? Okay, just bulky
Doesn't
Zeri. He likes moguls,
Collector.
or maybe
He
he.
goes with
Oh, maybe
collector.
gold collector. Yeah, and then MF.
Good collector here into.
I gold collector is not good on Zeri, right?
No, you can have the collector on Jin. I don't think it's that bad. Jin is like a carry in this comp, but
Mhm.
I
Okay, we roll. Was there a Dynamo Bronze for Life board that
don't
that
think
I'm
so.
missing?
Yeah, no cracking components for Zeri is really bad. Yeah, but then pivoting into Vanguard is also so bad because there's no Vanguard on our board or bench.
Yeah, this is either Dynamo or Zeri, right?
Yeah,
Most
but
likely
no, but I think
Dynamo.
Zeri is also bad because you don't even
Yeah.
have Kraken components.
Yeah, so this is
And we're double
pretty much
wrong.
Dynamo.
But if it's Dynamo, why not middle? I guess he likes the other ones for Dynamo. Okay, I'm not sure.
I mean,
I guess I could see. We skipped a Jin. Isn't Jin 2 stronger than Collector? I'm not sure. Jin 2 and some combat and Morgana pair. I feel like it's stronger than Collector, but I could be wrong.
if we take the Dynamo one, like, when on average do we feel like we proc it?
I just feel like regardless of how late we proc it, probably proc it on like end of stage 4 is my guess, like 4-7. But isn't this Jin 2 so much HP right now? Or is Collector Jin 1 and it gives you some minor combat as well? Some amp. And Morgana
What
too,
if we're
potentially.
just willing to roll here? We have 3 pairs.
I do not think our gold situation allows us to roll much at all, but especially because I don't even think we streak because our front line is so bad. Even on Shyvana too.
If we
I do agree
take
that
this and roll with gold collector, though, we could make it up with the gold generated from it.
Okay, I can kind of see that. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Shimmer's collector roll into MF, holding that. I just feel like our future is so weak. Our augments are all that Shimmers and slamming. Sounds so weak to me, but
these seem pretty weak too.
I feel like Bulky has more future than Shimmers
Bulky,
in terms of like your league. Bulky, I just feel like looking at someone's if I look at someone's augments and their first 2 augments are Econ and all that Shimmers, I feel like I'm just like they better have an insane board or that board is piss weak.
Okay. Yeah. And if you take Bulky, are you more like we're still sticking with Dynamo as the default line, right? Even though like this is better for EXO, but Kraken without Kraken and Rageblade, like Zeri seems unplayable.
To be honest, I don't like this offer Dynamo either because you have no front line. But
yeah,
but I don't know what else we do here. Yeah, I guess you're like bruiser front line, but I don't know what to do here.
And we're poor. Like I feel like I would take this and roll to try to make up for the board strength issue.
Yeah, I just don't really believe in MF primary. I prefer Elise primary and MF supporting, but yeah.
Okay, so you would take this or you would roll right to or the outside.
I would have taken the previous one. I would have taken the Dynamo augment, yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Okay, but given this is the spot, I feel like I would roll. I think either way we roll right first, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I look for item grab bag on the left, which is better. But let's see. Oh, I guess you could just shimmer. Yeah, sure, whatever. Just shimmer IE.
Yeah, I feel like I would take this. But you were saying you would still prefer this over this, right? I mean, we do have 3 rolls here.
Oh no, all I'm saying is that I feel like his future is so bad with shimmers. But I don't know. I guess you could take this and roll. Yeah,
like if we roll this, we could get big grab bag, we could get what else? Because it's items.
What is even good here? Big grab bag.
Thorn-plated armor. But
I don't
this
even
lobby is
think
like
it's-
heavily AP.
Oh, I forget that
Force.
this allows you to do items. This shows you all the hacked items. One is that how it works?
This is
If
item
you search
category, right?
And then and this shows you all the things you can get.
I
Is
don't
that
I
how it
don't
works?
think this is. I think they have another one, right? Portal augment hacks. Is it this one?
Yeah, I don't know. Does it show you all the? Oh, it
Items
does.
here.
Items.
Okay.
Oh, that's so. Oh, it's so cool. Okay.
We can't get replication, right? Or BRB.
You can get replication
Oh, you can.
on stage 3. Yeah.
I mean, replication bow here would let us play Zeri.
Yeah.
Uh,
Big grab bag. I feel like I would. Now I feel like I would roll this. But
yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Replication, big grab bag. Even like Pandora's would let us play Zeri.
Yeah. It's still a very weak Zeri setup, but
Yeah.
I like it more than our current spot.
Would you take thorn-plated armor? Probably not, right?
I don't
Over
think so.
bulky.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see what he does.
Okay.
I'm curious.
With 3 rolls, the odds are pretty good. Right.
The thing is, these 2 augments to the right, I think, are pretty bad. That's why I'm hesitant. That's what makes me a little hesitant to roll this. Someone's asking what happened to learning TFT's LP this patch. He was in my game yesterday.
Oh yeah. Not good, man.
He's experimenting. He's experimenting. Bow. Oh, it's saved. Replication.
Okay, so bow either way, right? Like if we can stay in MF with LW red buff, or we can do Rage Blade and Grief Kraken.
I would just play Zeri here because I feel like I don't believe in MF primary. And we already have Jin pair, which is a really important part of Zeri. So and Mord 1.
Okay, and we have Slam in, so you would just slam Rage Blade right now. I mean, I guess we could do LW, keep it flexible. So, yeah. We know we have more bows coming.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I can see that as well.
And then are we gonna... Oh wait, I was gonna ask if we level
didn't
roll.
Get his item. He left it at home.
Wait, do you get slamming value or no?
What is happening in this lobby, man? It's I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. I think it shows up in the left side like with a delay. Some fights. Sometimes.
So he should get to 4 if he gets the value, and otherwise 2.
He just left his bow at home.
Oh, he still got the value. Oh, interesting. If you don't want to slam, you just leave it then.
Oh, maybe he knew. Dude, maybe he knew. He knew that. Wait a second.
Well, okay, we'll find out. Because if he knew that, he wanted to slam red buff and then keep... No, but if he wants Zeri, he should keep both bows, right?
Yeah. Now I'm not sure.
Okay, well...
He was going to slam either way. Yeah, he was going to slam either way, man. Yeah. Because otherwise, the only way you'd not want to do this is you go red buff. Genius mode? Question mark? Yeah, I feel like you just make that.
If you knew that, you would just not pick up these bows right now, right?
Even now, you wouldn't pick it up.
Yeah.
But
so you're not winning. Yeah. This board is shit right now.
No, but the thing is, you can kill units with the last whisper or with the rage blade. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see what he does. Benefit of the doubt for now.
Pretty sure he didn't know because he went instantly to click it.
Yeah, he didn't know. And then now we just save for Kraken.
But he's gonna get one more later, right? So
yeah, but now I know it's actually an insane interaction with Slamming.
Yeah. All right, this is LW, and then you get Kraken later.
I think so. Yeah, because you're getting another bow. Yeah, I would just make Last Whisper here.
What is this thing?
Yeah, he made it. You can drag around. Yeah, to watch the fights. I've seen Frodan do this when he spectates, and he ends up with this board. The spectator mode on this board is bugged somehow.
I have
Or
to left click and drag, or
yeah,
it's not letting me do
click and
that.
drag. Oh, maybe you can't do it in spectator mode. I'm not sure.
Okay, so he was not trying. If he was gonna slam LW Rageblade, he
Could have done it last
just
time,
did it by accident. Okay, but we still
Now-
learned something.
You go for a cloak or a Zeri. Probably Zeri
Or
first.
Sedge.
Sedge, yeah.
Oh, one cost cloak.
One-
You
it's a
still
kindred.
take
You need
it,
a
right?
kindred anyway.
Oh yeah, okay.
You still take it. You still take it. It's
Okay.
definitely not fine.
In the interest
Right,
of
so-
time, should we predict his spot and move on to?
Yeah.
Okay, who is this? This is Ripple.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably losing the rest of this.
Obviously,
stage.
Zeri. He's gonna lose most of the stage. What is his HP?
70.
70. His augments are replication. Replication's not that bad in this line. And
And then, given that we know VCLF and DPay are contesting each other, I
think he's fourth
his spot's
now.
pretty good now. Yeah,
I think he's fourth.
fourth. I agree.
DPay is 8th, which you know for sure. VCLF is these guys probably 7th. Contested a LeBlanc. Unless he actually hit and made it out. I don't think so. Okay.
Replay.
Wasian is now first as a 4-1. Yeah, not for replay spot, and then I'll probably call it after that. Kind of need to start focusing more on the tournament prep as well on my end. But yeah, let's do it. Was Wasian DM'd?
Hmm?
I don't think so. Oh, he did. I assume that's about the scrim. I asked him about scrims, not about. I assume that's not about his explanation of item slamming.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Replay full streaking. England Dynamo. Lobby is not AD leaning that heavily. Definitely cloning facility, right? Roll left 2.
Yeah, I think so. So I can see the spot again real quick. For playing Dynamo with Braum, I like this spot actually. I really like this spot. I mean, it's 100 HP, but his items are good as well. Yeah, I think cloning facility. I don't think Crownsville is bad either, but I don't like it that much.
Mana flow.
Unguarded is so strong on your current board.
Yeah.
You're double frontline item, but then you also have no future to some degree.
Who's in our pool? 1, 2, 3. I mean, we're playing all Cypher players in our pool.
Wait, is it? Oh, okay. Wait, I feel like the pool is changing as we. Oh, I see.
It's
yeah,
because
yeah.
it switches the player perspective. Yeah, so we have to
Yeah,
remember it. It's VCLF, Wasian, and DPay. So he's gonna guarantee to streak anyway. So
Oh, I guess it is cloning. Yeah, okay, I can see cloning. Crown Guarded is quite short-sighted, but it is so strong for your current board.
yeah. Although I don't know if he's scouting the lobby to see that he's playing all Cypher. Okay, presumably he did.
Yeah, clone release.
Okay, so then from this spot, we want to keep playing or we want to predict?
Not to predict, and then maybe this spot's quite a bit easier now. I'm still interested to see how he maneuvers this. If he plays around Braum or if he tries to go into the 5-cost board. But I would guess this is like second or third.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess second. I mean, who else is gonna contest second?
Yeah. Wigwug.
Oh yeah, Wigwug.
What happened to Wigwug spot? I want to see how Wigwug is doing.
Okay. We think he's basically gonna be a full streak stage 3 too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do Wigwug.
He was he's Graves too. What does he make here?
Oh, items are scuffed.
Just no slap. It's just no slap, I guess. I mean, I guess there's no
But
slap.
like 2/3 of the
Holy
lobby is
shit.
Cypher, so it might not matter.
That's yeah. Oh, don't you just make Sunfire here? Or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sunfire or Bow? Yeah, he's greeting this. Just got Gox in. Oh, that's awful. So he just hasn't even pumped a single Gox
Oh,
proc. But he won anyway because it's Cypher.
I didn't see this first one. It must have been
Oh,
horrible. Okay. I mean, this fixes the item issue.
he has
Is
so
it
much HP. He has so much HP.
can go fast 9 something?
The issue with that is your mentorship. Who are we mentoring, and what forecast are we playing around to mentor? And our items are so odd as well, right? Like you can play around vanguards here with forward thinking, but like where are the items? They're like to play on Aphelios and Zayat. There are none. Forward thinking into zero Gox pro. Yeah, this is hard. The items are hard to play with. And Pandora's, this is like can fix your items, but
Yeah.
I just don't know. Is Graves even good from this bot? I feel like zero Gox procs, but you have Graves too, and we have mentorship.
And
We have HP.
everyone's Cypher. So like you can get a ton of procs and save a ton of gold because everyone's Cypher.
Like proc the gold, you mean? You mean you just roll and you don't dig. You just roll to like the bare minimum.
Yeah, you just slow roll and your Gox can kill, like your Graves will probably kill units and you'll just get gold from killing units, whereas in a normal lobby you wouldn't get that many kills.
Okay, I'm kind of down. I'm kind of down for Pandora's, I guess. I think.
Right? Like the guys here he's playing, I mean I guess this guy's okay strong.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm kind of down for Pandora's. This is if you believe in the Graves line this patch. And here I think from 93 HP, I can kind of see it. Oh, the other line actually but yeah, mentorship makes it so hard to play like something like Urgot. Also, I don't think we're rich enough to play, even with forward thinking, we're not really rich enough to play Urgot. Yeah, I guess it's Pandora's into Graves.
Roll right first.
Yeah,
Roll,
yeah, right.
Okay.
Middle.
Roll
Yeah, I guess
middle.
you just really wants to play Graves.
Okay, now still probably
I don't think
this.
you're allowed. I don't think you're allowed to take heroic here. Like Graves 3 with 0 items.
Yeah, Pandora's.
Yeah, I'm down.
What? Okay.
I'm trying to think what item augments also are fine. Item grab bag is also really good. Replication is obviously also like potentially good. Like cloak here is good. Sword is okay. He can also make Nashers here, right? Wait, in fact, shouldn't he make Nashers here? Wait. Shouldn't we already be Nashers? Wait, Wigwug, are you still here? Explain yourself. Why are we not Nashers?
Maybe he's trying to build Sunfire first. But it should be either
You'd have already
Sunfire
made-
or Nasher Slam it already, right?
Yeah, Nasher, and then I guess he won the last fight anyway. But Nasher Sterax QSS, right, is reasonably okay. Yeah, let's see what he takes here. I'm a little surprised that he rolled Pandora's, but
I
he
assume
probably
it's
take this
replication. Unless he's thinking he's taking hero grab back. But I feel like we need to fix our items, right?
You could go if you go Nasher's there's also Nasher's Hodge Sterax actually. That's actually not even that bad. Nasher Hodge Sterax. Because you go Sterax required, Nasher is your attack speed, and Hodge is your healing. You don't really need healing on this guy, but
You're just gonna forego QSS.
Nasher is a QSS replacement. Usually. Because they're just
for attack speed. But then late game, I mean you just assume you'll get QSS later.
I mean you can play the game without QSS. Look at the stats. I'm pretty sure it's like maybe slightly worse, but Graves 3-star, 3 items, build, craftable, exclude QSS, Quicksilver on Graves excluded, average placement. So let me put Nasher in here.
Well, you
Nasher, Sterak, the sample size is so small. Why is it so small?
Plus, you'd probably move the Nasher over to Annie later. So if you're ending game like that, it's probably horrible.
No, there are games with it that show that it's fine, which I would believe, because this unit just needs, like, yeah, it's worse to not have PC immunity, but you also get a lot more attack speed on Nashers. Nashers is just a good item on this guy in general. And then with QSS, this is 3.99. With QSS, the best builds are. Let's see. You only lose like 0.1 placement to not have QSS in your endgame build. Unless you're making like the real BIS. In fact, BIS is actually one of the best things with QSS is QSS and Nasher together. QSS, Nasher, Sterax.
What's the sample size on that?
QSS, Nasher, Sterax is QSS, Nasher, Sterax is 560. The BT. Oh, we have to make sure to filter out a +1 Gox though. Golden Ox +1. Because that one, the emblem specifically, because there's a prismatic that gives Nasher. Yeah, and the stats, becomes a little worse, but it's still like playable, still very playable. Yeah, he's basically just like he's very similar to Cassidon from set 11, 12. You just want like some attack speed. QSS is the best one, but like especially mid game attack speed, Sterax +1.
The attack speed after his attack doesn't make him cast sooner again, does it?
It's more so that he just does no DPS with no attack speed. Like he must have DPS, or you don't do any damage.
Okay. So from this spot, I assume replication over. I mean, I guess if you're saying slam Podge, Nasher, get Sterax, then you could go hero grab.
You would actually go heroic grab bag, yeah. The other thing is what was I gonna say? Oh, for regards to attack speed, the reason why he really needs it is he doesn't have a mana pool. If he doesn't have a mana pool, that means when he takes damage, it doesn't progress him towards his cast. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to progress him towards his cast is autoing.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas other melee units can have things like Titans, and that helps them cast more. Whereas not with Graves is just he must have attack speed.
The downside of that, if he is, I assume he's been scouting, and by this point we also know that there's likely 2 other players angling amp. I think at this point Deepay was still kind of angling amp, right? In which case you are unlikely. I mean, to do that line, you are committing to finishing Graves with that, because you're probably unlikely to hit Annie too.
If you make the Nashers, I don't think it's that bad to end with Nashers. Then I think I played one recently. No, I moved it to Annie. I think. Yeah, I think I moved the Nashers to Annie eventually. Yeah, I feel like Nashers is fine to keep on him the whole game. I don't think it's like that.
Okay, so you like hero grab bag more?
As I think about it now, I think so. You just have infinite tempo. You just hit this guy. You just win. But
okay. Let's see.
You just need one sword. I don't know if he takes it, but he goes for this, and then now it's probably just sword.
Yeah.
For Sterax. Yeah, and Aphelios items.
Ever just double Sterax? Probably.
I don't think double Sterax is good on this guy.
But you can move one over to Jarvan later, right?
Jarvan? Oh yeah. Wait, did he have a cloak? Oh, he took cloak. He took cloak, not sword. He took cloak.
Cloak. Cloak.
We just need one
Demon
sword.
Shroud and like for BT. Huh?
BT's usually, from what I know, BT is like falling out of favor with this guy. People don't like it on it anymore.
What are you doing with the 3rd cloak?
Even Shroud. Z.
Isn't it just double Sterax, Nasher, and then And then move the Sterak off to Jarvan later.
Okay, I think the way he plays it is he probably really prioritizes having 3-item Jarvan. And if that's the case, I think it's good. Because the way I feel about this line is when you don't have a really good Jarvan items, I feel like the Graves just dies.
So
then now he's even Shroud. And then I'm a little surprised he still is he's super unwilling to make Nashers, but
what?
I guess if you're even Shroud, you can make Nashers as well. But yeah. Kraken. For his Aphelios. I feel like I only like Kraken on Aphelios when you can get the Rage Blade, but
Alright. Should we predict?
yeah. This lobby is so weak stage 3 that and he is Graves too. I feel like he saves so much HP and just leads into like a third. I feel like he's just third because he's gonna lose the replay and Wasian.
Okay, let's jump to end and see what happens.
Yeah, I think I have to call it there. So yeah, let's just see how these predictions went.
Okay. So replay ended up with 4 Dynamo. Wait, do we want to see what every player went?
Replay played 4 Dynamo and is losing to Wigwug. What happened? Wigwug hit. He has QSS on Aphelios. Oh, he hit a BLP. Interesting. Wasian is losing to replay now. Wait, did the Kyoko Hori played the Cog? Whoa, I would never guess this is how the game would end. So replay managed to go 9 to play around like the 5-cost Dynamo board.
Yeah.
With really good items on Aurora.
Oh, that was super close fight.
Oh, and barely lost Wigwug down.
And then Wasian's just...
Okay, it's a really close
Wasian lost to replay last... Okay.
The thing is his cap, he's double Samira now. Is that double Samira or is that a Viego Samira? I didn't see.
I think it's probably a Viego.
Oh no, it is.
Double.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Double Samira is his extra unit instead of Viego too. Wow. He just goes triple item Samira with Rage Blade.
Huh.
I have heard that double Samira has some interaction that makes it really good.
Yeah,
something about the shred.
I've seen him play double Samira before as well.
I've also seen Setsuko do it. He did it and beat me with it in tournament. So maybe it's really good.
Hey, Wigwug did pretty well. Higher than we expected.
I shouldn't have doubted the Graves force. I think the lobby being so weak early allowed the game to go the way it did 2 and 3, but I mean, I'm sure he played it well as well. This cog board, well, I guess 1 for all is just that broken. He did get prismatic bulky, which is really good. He also hit the Skarner 3, and he's itemized everything. But like, goddamn, man, this board is actually gonna win the lobby. He's level 9 with Garen, Vanguard Garen, but still, does he actually beat?
Okay, I know. He
sniped the cog. He sniped the cog, and then now all he has to do is have Zac in front of Graves. That's literally the only thing he has to do. He didn't do it.
Can't see.
Oh, he did it, and so he clears Wigwug.
Okay, Wasian, can't doubt Wasian.
I'm just not. I don't believe in the tier into Annie into making Samir items, but then again, like he didn't have Yumi items anyway, so I don't know. Like he hit Samira 2 off carousel on level 8. So I'm not sure. But then again, as I said earlier, I'm not one to doubt players I didn't know that are better than me. So maybe he knew something I didn't. He knows something I don't about this. But yeah.
Kyoko got 3rd, right? And then Ripple 5th.
Yeah.
Okay, so where were we wrong in our prediction?
Did I miss me getting cooked? No, man. You looked. Wait, I was surprised that. Do you have an explanation for why you are you just never down for Nasher on Graves? I'm just curious about the Graves play on stage 3 because you could have made Nasher at many points with Bow.
Finally crashed.
Oh, took a while. But you had 2 belts. You had 2 belts. You still have to save the other belt for Even Shroud, or you had 2 belts. He clears.
The downside of that.
Even Shroud. You feel like you must have Even Shroud. I see. That's how you play the line. Gotcha. Even Shroud, Sunfire, Warmog, Sterax. So I feel like you could 3-item your Graves instantly here. And I feel like I would have played for a 3-item Graves ASAP. Like here, I would you could just go. But the thing is, you're foregoing QSS. You have to go Nasher, Hodge, and then go for Nasher, Hodge, and then go for Sterax. Right on carousel. Is what I was thinking. Looking at this spot here that is on screen. Nasher, Hodge, Chain open, and Sterax. And you're saying you like how the items went. Okay, for sure. And your augment was a replication. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, he waited. He didn't want to make it on 3-1, and then on 3-2, he took cloak, and at that point, it was simpler to decide on his items. Okay, makes sense.
So looking at big picture, the main surprises were Kyoko's pivoting to Cog outperformed. Wigwug outperformed, sure. But I think Wigwug outperformed because Cypher was like rampant in stage 3.
Well, are we sure about that? Can you see what his matchups were on stage 3? I just want to verify that it wasn't that like maybe this board is just so good.
My client crashed.
Yeah. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I think what happened, a lot of what happened as well was there's a lot of Cypher stage 3, and so then the game became free for all the non-Cypher players, and then just randomly DPay and VCLF just decided that LeBlanc was the flavor of the month, and they both contested LeBlanc for no reason.
Yeah.
You think no QSS Graves is playable? I think so. Well, that as well. If you win rounds on stage 3, then anything's playable. That's fair enough.
Replay, we perfectly predicted.
We said 2nd or 3rd. We said 4th.
We said 4th. It was like the easiest 4th of all time because he just full streaked stage 2 and 3 basically.
Yeah, and I feel like he could have capped higher, but probably just matchmaking or something, because I feel like his board didn't even look that bad.
Yeah.
And then Ripple was 5th.
Yep.
Okay, his spot is the hardest along the way, like at every point. So that one made sense. Deepe kind of fumbled with maybe his unexpected VCLF pivot. It's hard to say. And then Philip, what spot did Philip go?
7th.
And we predicted
8th. Or at least I did.
You predicted 8th, and I predicted this Mundo line. I swear, man, if you play it from bad spots, you're just straight 8th. Oh, I actually predicted 8th. Oh, but we predicted 8th because we thought he was contested. Right?
Yeah.
But even without the contest, I thought he was 8th anyway. I thought he was like 7th, because this Mundo line with just one for all and no good items, augments or portal, I am really not a fan. In fact, I'm starting to sour on it even with good openers for it. I feel like you have to high roll at every phase. You have to high roll the brand as well, and you have to make sure you don't low roll the Mord. There's so many conditions, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Yep. Okay, cool.
All right, good session as always. I will let you know about the second session this week, because I may be trying to do scrims and VOD reviews with other players, but yeah, let's stay in touch and try and schedule that.
Okay, let me know. I'm gonna be going on vacation starting Saturday for 3 weeks, so I think maybe if we can do one more coaching session, that might be the last one for me for like this set.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I think I'll be on to do one then. But okay, sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Good luck with your
All right, man.
studying.
Catch you later.
Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.